Okay. Okay, the question is, will the stream run? Because, dude, I got locked out of my own account again. The title card is lagging, is it? I got locked out of my account. Hold on. Is it still lagging? No, it's not lagging on my end. I got locked out of my own account. They don't want me to stream. They didn't want me to stream for like a split second. Hopefully she's moving better now. Oh no, the 2 Kai streams in one day. We disregard the other one. The other one never existed. Is it working? Is the stream working now? It's working on my end, and it's not lagging as much. That's a good sign, right? That's a good I'd like to think it's a good sign. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. What locked out? You seem to be doing better. Let's just see where this goes. Yeah. I got locked out. Basically, it said that streaming wasn't available. How it works is, it's happened to me before, actually, but it hasn't happened in a while, where the stream still is continuing to play, but you're locked out of your account. And it says that you can't stream, but the stream is still going. And you can't end it unless you, like, verify a few times. It's so weird. It was lagging for, like, 2 seconds, but looks good to me. Hopefully it's good. I really want to do this stream today. I really do. Free second stream today. We don't talk about the first stream. Nobody talks about the first one. Nothing happened there. Nothing interesting. It wasn't even a RAINCODE stream anymore at that point. That was just fixing technical issues stream. Hopefully this isn't permanent, because I don't have to change the settings from streams going on from here on out. Because we've been doing pretty okay last week. I don't know why it's doing a silly this week. Is it okay? Are we doing good? What first stream? Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream, by the way, everyone. It didn't trust that a person with such poor Wi-Fi connection could be a streamer. I have good Wi-Fi connection. I have good Wi-Fi connection. I do, I promise. What stream? Pretty sure this is Kai's first stream today. Okay. It's not lagging, right? It's not lagging that much. I'll take a little lag, but not too much. It's fucking RAINCODE and it's on a capture card. I don't understand why it's lagging. Don't play with me like this. Once again, God torments me for nothing but sick amusement.
Death is always awaiting me upon my path. Like trees neatly lining the roadside, casting dark shadows at my feet. Even if I manage to overcome them.
I was almost late to the second stream. YouTube hates giving me notifications. No, it's okay. It's okay. Glorious 144p, here I come. Okay, the 144p that's not my thing anymore.
The shadows are a procession to my own funeral.
Oh no.
To live,
I can see her lagging a little bit.
Continuously die. Every human is nothing but a walking corpse.
More like the Sisters of Fates toying with you?
So,
maybe.
I, too, am dying in this moment.
Toying with me for nothing but sick amusement. Once again. Definitely better now? Okay, that's good, that's good. Honestly, I'll take anything. I'll take anything at this point.
It doesn't seem to be moving at all. And the management company isn't responding either.
I guess we just have to wait. If you wait long enough, everything will come to an end, just as there is rain unceasing. A day will come when the sun doesn't rise.
She really does.
And when
It's a
the
mix of
oceans dry
Maki
up,
and
too.
Celeste.
One day, you will die, and so will I.
Is that supposed to be a joke? How can you talk about death in this situation?
The Lagspur demon creeps up when the streamer feels most secure and silently, slowly strikes. Vivia, my baby girl. I miss
not
Vivia.
enjoying
I
this
do.
situation
I miss
enough
Halara
to make
more,
light
though.
jokes about it.
Halara, my baby girl.
I think I'd find things a bit more enjoyable if I wasn't trapped in here with you.
I apologize if I've offended you. I wish to avoid all unnecessary fights.
The same goes for me. Sorry I raised my voice. I'm not used to situations like this.
Nor am I. We found something we agree on.
Aren't you afraid
Afraid?
of all this?
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry if I start coughing in the middle of the streams or like pause to cough. Like I mentioned a while ago in the other stream a while ago that we will not talk about too much. I am sick. Everybody here with me right now is sick because people are visiting. My family is visiting for Undas, which is All Saints Day, All Souls Day here in the Philippines, where we visit the dead. Where we visit the dead, or kind of like paying respects to the dead. Everybody is sick in the household, so if you hear coughs, just ignore it. She shouldn't complain. She could be trapped with Desuhiko. The thing with Desuhiko is, he can be in situations. The thing with Desuhiko, the silly thing about him, when trapped in specific situations, he can act like a normal, decent human being. He doesn't treat his coworkers the same way he treats, like, he flirted with, oh no, I forgot, Fubuki for like a bit. He calls her princess, and that's about the extent of flirting with Fubuki. He doesn't treat his coworkers like this, and he knows if he's trapped in a situation where he needs to think, he will think. He will act decently.
We're stuck in an elevator, hanging in midair. What if something happens and we fall to our deaths?
I had to wait like 20 minutes till I microwave popcorn, or else my parents are going to be like, why are you making popcorn at 9 in the morning? There's nothing wrong with making popcorn at 9 in the morning. I've had popcorn for breakfast before. That's nothing new.
What if the elevator is never fixed and we're trapped here forever?
Then it'll be like a coffin. I actually think it would be rather cozy. I could just sleep here until I die.
What's with you and your death wish?
It's not like I intended to have one. It's hard to describe. Thinking of death is like...
He probably
breathing.
just doesn't think Alara is a woman. But like, okay, here's the thing with Desuhiko though. I really think that he's bi with female leaning. Because he flirts with, as long as it's cute. As long as the person is cute. He's flirted with Yuma on several different occasions. And has called him cute on several different occasions. So I don't know, man. I don't
To
know.
live like that?
Isn't that what life is all about?
I'm pretty sure
There are
Halara is
things that I
like
find fun.
cute or
For
attractive in the world
I
of
love
Raincode.
reading stories.
Right? They have to be.
For some reason, I feel more alive.
When his
I
home
can
blew up, he
invest
disguised
in
himself as a
stories'
teacher in an
protagonists.
all-girls school and embarked on a Yuri adventure and yeah, I do remember that. That whole quest was so trippy.
I also love gazing at the beauty found in nature. Seeing plants sway in the breeze brings joy.
You sure are a strange one.
Am I?
The thing is, he didn't even have to. Oh well, I guess he had to use a disguise because he needed the teacher disguise in order to get inside the school. But hasn't it been said before that he's confident in his own looks, and some women have said in the game that he was attractive, so he really doesn't need to switch his outer appearance to go around and flirt with women.
What about you? What makes you happy?
Well,
I don't think he's attractive, but I guess it's different for them in the Raincode universe. I don't know.
I suppose I like to observe life.
Observe life.
I used to be a nurse. I've seen many lives saved and lost at the hospital. Life should be more precious than diamonds. But some people are treated more poorly than a pebble on the road. Isn't that strange? A life is a life. So why should its value be different depending on the person? So now, whenever I look at people, I watch their lives. I wonder how valuable each life may be.
He shouldn't be confident. Leave the guy alone, at
You're
least.
also kind of
Confidence
strange.
can be good. Confidence can be a good thing.
Am I?
Speaking of which, I didn't catch your name.
I'm real.
Real.
Desuhiko is unhinged. He has the riz of a curvy rock and is attracted to everything, including a curvy rock.
I think we may have
Curvy
met
rock
before.
riz. I've never heard of that line before, but I'm gonna use it from now on. Curvy rock riz. Okay. Vivia's book catalog, novels, columns, essays, all sorts of things. There's no particular. I was not able to read the rest of that. Guy, there's a difference between cute and attractive. Like, I consider you adorable, but you're not attractive whatsoever. What is this slander from you today? Why am I getting slandered? What did I do? What the hell?
Are you gonna stay there?
Until I die?
You gotta be kidding me. Do I have to pull the pieces of you out of there once you're a skeleton? If you have free time, why don't you help work on some unsolved cases?
Chief, do I look like I have a lot of free time to you?
I have intense confidence, and it's all gotten me... And all it's gotten me is trouble. He should be less confident. Well, that is true. His confidence has landed him in a lot of trouble. Like, even I'm not gonna deny that.
You look like you're so bored you could
I
die.
said some confidence, not overbearing confidence, okay?
Look, just hear me out as a way to kill time. There have been a series of suspicious deaths lately. People jumping to their demise from a certain building. The first one was over 5 years ago, and people have been periodically jumping ever since. There's been over 10 confirmed cases.
What's suspicious about that? They came across a building to jump off of when they happened to feel like dying. That's probably all there is to it.
I'm worried about you, Vivia. I really am.
That could be true for 1 or 2 cases, but over 10 times in the same spot? That's unusual, no matter how you look at it.
Are you suggesting someone is pulling the strings behind the scenes?
We won't know until it's investigated. It'd be an absolute nightmare if someone is getting their
I miss
kicks killing
Yako.
people and making it look like
God has let
suicide.
me live another day, and I'm gonna make it everybody's problem.
For the sake of the town's safety, it's not something we can
I
ignore.
don't really think he
That's where we
wants
come
to
in.
die.
There's no
I don't
point
think
in
he's necessarily
investigating
eager to
it. All we
die.
will find
Because if he was, he
boring
doesn't seem like the
reality.
type to be afraid to just go ahead and, you know,
No matter how boring it is,
take
it's
things
still
into his own
reality.
hands.
There's value. in
Vivia has
finding
zero vibes. They're right, Kai. You were what I call adorable, not attractive. Damn. Really? For real, well, this is a dystopia? Well, I think
Detectives are
because this
such
case takes
troublesome
place
creatures.
midway through the story. I think I mentioned this before. I think this case takes place midway through the main story or before the main story.
Aren't you one too?
Which is why he's still here and alive. I don't mean he has the vibes of Zero either. I mean that he literally has no vibes. He's gray space.
Huh?
Don't look at me all surprised.
What did he say? Detectives are such troublesome creatures. Aren't you one too? Huh?
Why'd you come here if you're no detective? Aren't you here to solve mysterious crimes and help those who are lost?
Vivia? Vivia? They're not even gonna explain. They're not gonna let him explain it. What? Why not? Yo, Pumpkin, welcome to the stream. Hello there, Scuff Begone. Oh man, let's not talk about Scuff. Let's not talk about Scuff. This stream started off really, really badly.
He asked me why I came to this town.
Oh, did he just not answer Yakou? Did he just leave?
I'm not actively searching for a place to die just yet.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I don't think he
I'm
wants
not
to
here
die.
be a detective searching for the truth. It's nothing so pure
Yo,
or
Gabriel,
sincere.
welcome to the stream. I love Yakou. I think everybody does. Everybody loves
The reason
Yakou.
I came to
He's a
this
little
city
weird at times, but I
was
like
due
him.
to my impatience with living.
I want to be his friend. Okay, I would like to be his
I
friend.
see
I wouldn't
by
want to be his
coming here.
coworker, you know?
What do I expect from this place?
He walks so silly. Why he walk like that? Oh, it's the Maki lady from the elevator. I saw the scuff before. I just thought that something was wrong on my end. Oh,
That was a woman in a red raincoat. That reminds me. The chief did mention something. Around the building where the suicides occur, a suspicious woman in a red raincoat has often been spotted. I'm not interested in the truth, but I am interested in her. I should try to tag along behind her without being spotted.
when Vivia says I want to die someday, I think he just means he doesn't want to live forever, which I can respect. I wish we can... Oh, we have to follow her. She's actively moving on the map as well. Why does he walk like this? Wait. He looks like he's Naruto walking. What the fuck? Hello, Vivia? Who walks like this? It's like his arms are made of soft material. They just float back. They swing too. What is this? Vivian, no! Yakou's the kind of guy I end up stuck behind at the grocery store checkout line? What does that mean? Dude got that unmotivated Naruto walk. Vivian, why are you running like that? This is running? Well, I guess it is. I guess it is kind of running. It's very slow for a run. It's more like a jog. To be immortal or to not be immortal. How did he even get... Did they even... Okay, I don't remember if he mentioned this in the main game because it's been a while since we played the main game. Did he ever mention why he was in the WDO? Why does he move like that? Wait. I was like, what does he look like while walking? And he's just sliding. Oh. Oh, it's just... Why does he walk so stable? If you don't look at his feet, it's like he's just floating. Oh man. He walks like he needs to go home just in time before Naruto airs. So what the hell? Why does he walk like this? I'm 90% sure the car just went through the red lady. I thought it hit her. I genuinely thought that's where they were going with for this. I mean, like, I'd walk up with aloe water and he'd slide in front of me with 30 items in his cart. He'd pay entirely in quarters. Okay! Did not expect that. Entirely in quarters and pennies and miscount twice and scatter them clumsily. I will also say I've seen both this and Yakou's chapter, but I will not spoil anything because I'm not that kind of person. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I thought he just ran straight into the wall. Vivia,
see.
please.
This is the perfect building for dying.
How do you determine that? Vivia aerodynamic walking? He never mentioned why he was in the WDO, so he's never mentioned it. Okay. In the main game? Why is he here then? Why is he here? Criminals captured by the peacekeepers are sent to detention facilities. I never have enough time to finish reading those.
We've met before? Are you sure about that?
Vivia is pretty. He is. I think it's the eyes. I think it's the lashes.
I don't remember you at all. Are you sure it was me you met?
What, does he walk like Ryuk from Death Note?
There's no mistake. You
Or
have
I don't
been
know. I
snapped.
could just be gaslighting. I thought we're over the whole gaslighting thing. We're no longer in the main game. There's no heavy mystery to solve anymore. No more need for
You
gaslighting.
smell faintly of death.
What do you mean by that? That's rather rude.
Do you live in this building?
Yes. Why?
From what I've heard, there hasn't been anyone living in this building for a long time.
Who said that? Oh.
Vivia
Was it the
walks like a
people around
skinwalker
here?
who's only
They
got
probably
human
have a grudge
behaviors
against this
80%
place.
properly practiced.
They say the building blocks the sun, or that it's sinking into the bedrock.
What about all the people who have fallen to their deaths from this place? Is that nothing but a groundless rumor too?
Of course it is.
But it isn't. It's fact. Even the newspapers have articles about it. If you live here, then you must have heard about it. Many unsolved cases in the city have been completely left alone. Of course, this has nothing to do
No
with
more
me.
need for gaslighting. Yes, if
no
that could
interest
exist.
or
Nice dream
desire
you have
for
there, or I
truth.
could just be gaslighting. No!
However, I am
Vivia's voice actor
interested
really
in
does give him the energy that he is just bored with everything. I need to know his motivations. He always seems bored, but he doesn't seem interested in leaving the earthly realm just yet.
Are you hitting on me?
I suppose you could take it that way.
Excuse me? He says he's interested and now he's confirming that he's hitting on her? Vivia.
I see.
Vivia, I thought we
be
meant
honest,
something. What
I'm
is
interested
this?
in you too.
What is this?
Although it's more that your life force makes me curious. It's... how do I put this? Faint. Thinner than paper. Almost as though I can see death waiting on the other side.
I could say the same about you.
He's got the
Sheesh.
spirit.
This is a hassle. I guess I'll get to the point. You killed them, didn't you?
Vivia's weird, but in a good way. True. Vivia just wants love. I can give that love, Vivia. I have. Oh wait, no, I'm loyal to Halara. Sorry. No, I'm loyal. I'm loyal.
You lured people from the city here and pushed them off the building, making it appear like suicide. Why did you kill them? There's no benefit in it for you. For fun. You wanted to see them die? Or did you develop a special interest in the value of people's lives? If so, that makes you a serial killer.
Is she actually?
Well then, I guess that means you're trapped inside an elevator with a killer.
Strangely, I found myself in situations like this often.
He's
Whether
no
I
longer
like it or not,
afraid.
Death finds its way to me.
You're not afraid?
Afraid? No, it's more like
Also, he can defend himself. We've seen him fight before.
observing from a great distance as dark clouds.
Loyalty means
slowly
nothing
spread
in
out over the
fiction.
ocean.
I like to stay as loyal as I possibly can. Usually, I
don't
only
quite
have
get it,
one or
but
two
it
favorites in
doesn't
a
sound
show
joyful to me.
or a series.
Though you were like this from the very beginning. Truth be told, I can tell when someone has a death wish. I sense their desire to go to the other side. Yes, you remind me of them.
The other side. Did all those you lured here feel the same way?
Lord? You're mistaken.
Your loyal cab? I
I
am,
don't do
yeah.
anything
I only
myself.
usually pick 1 to
I
2
was
characters.
just
I simp
here.
for other characters, but that doesn't mean that I replace them as my new favorite. He's that one guy at the back of the class who's really good at everything, but finds doing the work boring and doesn't really care. He's that one kid that doesn't study but always gets high grades. Vivia looks like the kind of guy who's into yik but doesn't eat paste because it's bad for you. I don't think he'd be into yik. I don't think that would be a game for him.
People like you happen to show up here. Then they depart to the other side on their own.
You really
Vivia's
wanna
weak
insist that you
until
want
he
to
whips out the box
that all
cutter.
those who died came here of their own accord?
You know how easily a box cutter snaps? It's not really the ideal weapon if you're gonna fight against someone. If you're gonna make an incision or like a cut, then maybe. But if you're gonna use it as a weapon, it's kind of flimsy.
That's right. Aren't you the same way?
Me? Perhaps.
They keep cutting off his scenes really, really early. It's all cliffhangers so far. Detective Deed, an identification card. Sun and Moon Hotel. Peacekeepers. Drone Bella incidents. I remember reading those. They just repeated the... In short, he's a
I
med
wanna
student.
die someday.
He would relate to both Rory and Alex. Really?
And perhaps this is a fitting place for it.
I didn't know Yakou like hangs out with the others as well. I thought he just hanged out with us. I thought we were special. I thought Yuma was special.
The view here is nice, don't you think?
He brought
Certainly
Vivia
not a
here
benefit.
too. We weren't the first. I'm heartbroken. What? Yo, Enrique, welcome to the stream. Magandang umaga po. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well too.
The journey here wasn't easy, but things are just getting started. Vivia, let's save Kanai Ward. Together.
Okay, so this scene is probably pre-Yuma. Pre-game.
That's not why I came to this city.
Right. I'm counting on you then. Wait, what did you say? Did I mishear you?
I don't care what happens.
You know what I
to
love?
Kanai
I
Ward.
mentioned this when we were
I
playing
have
the
no
base
intention
game,
to
like the
obey
main
orders
game.
from the WDOE.
But I genuinely love Yakou's voice actor because he does like the voice of Panic really, really well. I don't know, it's so amusing to me.
I just want some peace and quiet. A calming place where time will gently pass by.
Gee, he's me for real, for real. I mentioned this before. It was always my dream to retire early and live in a cabin away from everyone else and just live there like a hermit for the rest of my days. Ah, the dream life.
What are you talking about? You're not gonna find that here. The only place you can find perfect peace is heaven. And the only ones who can reach it are the dead. Wait, don't tell me you...
I'm happy you got the stream working. I don't know why it's suddenly working now. I didn't really change all that much.
Just leave me alone.
I guess it was just really doing a silly a while ago. I got locked out of my account, refreshed it, and suddenly it was working.
I can't do that. We need your help.
Also, the reason I'm slandering you so much is so I don't get sad for the 3rd time for these DLCs. What does that change? That won't change anything!
Hey, Vivia!
Locker room murders, impossible crimes. I never have enough time to finish reading it.
I've always been able to see the dead, And what they tell me is always true. The truth has been exhausting for me for as long as I can remember.
Seeing you upset calms me down. Let's not make it a habit, though.
Even when I cover my eyes and ears, their voices continue to
Remember,
whisper it.
remember where the line should be drawn.
Please, be quiet.
I missed the other DLC, so I'm
matter
very
how much
excited
I
to see
beg
this. You
for it,
did? You okay?
calm will never
Honestly,
come.
I honestly like the Desuhiko one. It was a little weird at first, but I'm happy. I'm happy for him at the end of the DLC. It's not what I expected though, so I'm a little disappointed. For this DLC, I'm not as disappointed anymore because at this point we already know that we're not going to be able to really use their powers in this DLC. Because what I expected, I had a lot of expectations for the DLC. First of all, I didn't think it was going to be that short for each DLC case. Second, there wasn't a lot of new things. The story was, basically just a literal visual novel. It was just a story that you watch. There was no game mechanics for Desuhiko's. They added game mechanics for Fubuki's though, so I was a little happy about that. They literally just... They did Desuhiko dirty. They did his DLC dirty.
Where's the perfect peace? It's found in death.
Ah, there's the look. Everyone who steps into this elevator has the same look in their eyes. They want to escape reality as soon as possible. They don't care where they end up.
So she
long as they
traps
can get
people in
away.
here, is what I'm assuming, until they want to die, and then she pushes them or gets them to jump off the building.
This elevator will take you to your desired exit.
Oh my god, she does!
The path to the other side.
And it's your job to see them off. You've seen so many on their way from here. It's like you are the guide.
Wait, have you done Halara's DLC yet? I haven't. We're gonna be doing it after Vivia's DLC, because apparently I'm supposed to do it before Yakou's DLC. I was gonna do Halara's DLC last, save the best for last, but apparently I have to do Yakou's DLC last. Guys, remember that one Desuhiko scene in his DLC with him asking the child that made me so uncomfy? That was weird. But I'd like to think he was saying it in a friendly way and not a flirty way. I would like to believe.
So what if I am? Aren't you similar?
Perhaps. That may be true. It moved.
Life is like this elevator. Once it moves, it will not stop.
That's not true. When you click the buttons, it stops on the different floors. Or are you talking about this elevator in particular?
I can hear them.
Hey, Vivia! Where are you?
Oh, he's actually looking for him. Is that why they're so close?
Hey,
'Cause
Vivia! Where are you?
Yo.
That voice.
Do you recognize it?
TBH, Halara's DLC is truly worth the money. Just like hiring her for a case. Really? Really? Okay, now I'm even more excited for her DLC.
No.
If you have any attachments in this world, I suggest you don't depart.
Attachments. If that's the case, why did you go to the other side?
Huh?
The first of those who died was a woman wearing a red raincoat.
I feel like she'd be making a huge mistake if she trapped me in there. She's not strong enough to nix me. I'm not willing to die early and have an encyclopedic knowledge of Yik lore to recite. I think my order for the DLC cases from favorite to least are Yakou, Halara, Vivia, Fubuki, Desuhiko. Desuhiko definitely last. I think the order for me is the same as well. I haven't done Halara's yet though, so I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Yakou, the Yakou one's gonna be my favorite. Desuhiko is my least favorite. Not because the story was ass, but because they did him so dirty with the no game mechanics and just the story. Also, it was less than an hour long. Daddy Yako is trying to protect Vivia. We appreciate Yako in this household. Yes, yes we do.
Her name was Rio. It was written in a newspaper article. Why do you still ride this elevator, even after death? Isn't it because you're still attached to this one?
Who are you? You don't seem like an ordinary human.
I'm a regular detective. I just happen to have one foot on the other side.
I see. Still, you surprised me. You knew I was already dead.
I told you in the beginning.
Wait, he can just
and you
talk to
smelled of
ghosts
death.
just like that? We could have solved so many cases without going through the entirety of the story. Man! We always appreciate Yako. True, true.
You did.
You're responsible for stopping this elevator. Using some spiritual power.
Does she know?
You haven't been guiding the suicidal to the roof of this building. You've been stopping the elevator in an attempt to make them reconsider.
You sure are a mean one. You knew all along.
Did you try to save them?
Yes. As I'm sure you know, I haven't been able to stop a single one.
Wow, you're doing terribly at your job.
More than 10. And I've watched all of them go. That's why I think it's my fault. Because I chose this place for my own death, it's become rather famous for suicides. I was just tired of living. I wanted to go somewhere far away from this place.
But you regret it.
Yes.
I thought Vivia also
That's
had to
why
be a
I
ghost to
always
see
found the
other
elevator
ghosts.
when a
Not
person
really.
comes here.
He could see the Book of Death, right? He was able to see Shinigami in the game without going into his astral thingy. He can't see the ghosts. I think this was like explained, wasn't it, in the base game, that he can't see them clearly unless he's in his ghost astral form, but he can vaguely see them, sense them, right?
But I've never been able to convince them otherwise.
If I remember
All
clearly.
I've done is provide some time to think things over. Everyone who comes here has claimed none would be saddened by their deaths. I've never been able to get them to recant those words.
That should be expected. After all,
Of course,
It is
he
the
the
truth.
goat.
everyone must overcome the death of others to keep on living. No one can remain in place and look back every time.
Is that so?
I think you're correct. I vaguely remember him explaining how he can see ghosts outside of his ghost form. I vaguely remember. He said he was able to sort of
To the roof.
see Shin, but he fully saw her in his ghost form. So yeah, I was right. Okay. I do remember some things. I've retained some memories of the actual game.
Please listen. Even if you get to the roof, don't step out onto the floor.
Why?
Because they will try to take you. As long as you don't listen to them, you'll be able to shake it off. That's because you're here to investigate what happened, not for your own death.
I don't know about that. The moment I got on the elevator, I think I made up my mind.
No! You must be determined to survive!
Or am I
Otherwise
just
they will take
gaslighting?
you.
No, you're not gaslighting. I vaguely remember him explaining that.
Life and death. I
Also,
failed to see
complete
the
side
border
note,
between
I
the
love
two
how your
anymore.
VTuber thing looks, Kai. Thank you! It's new! I upgraded it recently, but it takes up a lot more polygons than my older model. It's definitely a lot heavier on my PC.
They
Because
both
there's a lot more
overlap.
moving stuff.
I can no longer tell which one is the real me.
Then please, think of the people you will leave behind. You must have some in your life. Are you really going to depart without saying farewell to them? There must be someone you'll regret not saying goodbye to.
If I had someone like that, I wouldn't be here. I have no one.
Bitch, Yako was like yelling your name and running around just not 5 minutes ago.
We need your help.
When do we get low poly Kai? I don't know. That might be fun. Low poly Kai. If I can make the model for it, I'll think about it.
Isn't it cool to have a detective agency in a submarine? If you ever have trouble here in Kanai Ward, just come on by. The other detectives and I will always have your back. In exchange, you better watch out for us, too.
What a pain.
If you ever need something, let me know.
I want peace and quiet.
Huh?
I want to be left alone.
There's no way I can do that. We're pals, aren't we?
He's acting like a, you know, a teenager in that phase.
Vivia,
with their parents.
you've barely eaten a thing since
I
you
especially
came here.
like the blue eyes because blue's my favorite color. My eyes weren't originally supposed to be blue, but blue worked so well with black hair, so I just went with it.
You're looking kind of emaciated.
I'm eating well enough.
That's not for eating, that's for reading.
Same thing.
How could they be the same thing? Do you hate the food in this town or something? The hotel restaurants offer lots of different choices. I'm sure you'll find something you can eat.
There's no way. There's no way Vivia didn't know about the meat bun things then, right? He didn't eat often in this town, if I remember clearly.
All right, today's my treat. Let's go get dinner at a restaurant.
Why bother with all that trouble? I wish you'd leave me alone.
I can't do that. I may not look it, but I can be pretty persistent. You told me one thing, so now I have to do the opposite. That's just how I am.
Yako.
That's what made me the detective I am today.
It's nice to see how they got close before the actual story. Because them being or having some sort of bond or connection was friend he
More
is.
formidable. He will even take hold of the living.
Kai, the more I look at your model, the more it reminds me. I think someone mentioned that before, that character before. I never finished that anime. I looked into it. Jobless reincarnation, right? Low poly Kai sounds awesome, not gonna lie. Pixelated textures for things like blinking and speaking, that sounds awesome. We were actually supposed to come up with a pixel model, but it didn't work out. It does not look good.
They're coming.
It was supposed to look super cool, though. We all need a Yakou in our life, for real. Jesus Christ!
So death awaits.
So she can stop the elevator, but she can't make it go down?
They are moving. It's almost as though they haven't noticed you.
Is it because he's already partly dead? Or, well, he's not dead, but...
I thought so. They're only able to take away the living.
So he's partly dead. And now I'm more confused about his abilities. Yo, puppy, welcome to the stream. You got a new model? No, I just upgraded my textures. And I upgraded my hair. I took so long on this hair, by the way, doing every strand. So annoying, but it looks cute, so I'm happy with it. Plot twist, I did the whole DLC already. He's Danny Phantom. Let's not. Holy shit. He's fucking Danny Phantom. Oh no. I'm not gonna be able to get that image out of my mind. He's just Danny Phantom. Ghost mode? Bro has that undead riz, makes ghost girls value his life. I must learn his ways. You look cute. Thank you.
Then you're also...
I'm the same as you all. I'm a ghost.
Don't lie to her.
No way.
However, in my case, My body still lingers in this world.
What does that mean? Who are you?
OMG, he's literally Danny Phantom. No. Oh, I switched to my PC. Stream is a lot smoother. It's just my phone. Oh, really?
I've already told you. I'm an ordinary detective. I just happen to have one foot on the other side.
Ghost detective, phantom detective, ghost trick.
I decided to come here in my ghost form to try talking to you.
Wait, so he wasn't here this whole time? Wait. Wait, I'm confused. People can't see him when he's on the other side, right? And he didn't look ghostly. Wait, I'm more confused than anything
Thanks
now.
to that, I can't be dragged out of here.
Really? I don't quite understand. But
It's kind of weird that
you're a
ghosts
mysterious
exist, but I
person.
guess it makes sense since we have Reapers. I'm so confused. Is he just so much more powerful than
I wouldn't
he's
mind
an
one
emo
more
Danny
on my
Phantom?
own, but I refuse to let someone take me away.
Like you said, Yako's a bad coworker, but what he lacks in that, he makes up for the fact that he's just a really sweet guy who you want to be friends with. Yeah, I wouldn't want to work with him, but I would gladly be friends with him.
That is not the peace I desire.
Just go with it, Kai.
So you've reconsidered.
Just ignore all the plot holes. Just ignore them.
There is no need for you to be imprisoned here. I think your atonement has been fulfilled. Isn't it about time you sever your attachments here?
No. I want to remain behind.
I think it was
ensure they don't
mostly to
take
set up the
anyone
plot
else who comes
twist.
here.
Oh yeah, thank you for the super. Vivi Twilight, he was just 18 when Yako built a very okay.
Not everyone is as strong as you are.
I get it, he's somewhere else and his ghost simply walked into the elevator, yeah.
Not strong at all. I've just grown used to death. Also, will the elevator move again?
You're telling me,
Or is
even
it
as a
stuck on
ghost,
the
he
roof?
still does the silly Naruto run?
Yeah. Until someone pushes the button.
Can he touch stuff in this form? If I remember clearly, he can't
Vivia,
carry stuff like
Are you
this.
there?
Does that mean he was talking to Yako in his ghost form?
That's Chief Yakou.
Oh, damn. Strong arms. Ghost to ghost connection. Yako's the guy you'd bring to the bar to have drinks with. Definitely.
He's not here.
Okay, he
Damn
can't
it.
see them.
I'm at the wrong place.
Wait, so nobody could see him a while ago and he was running around? Only the girl could?
I thought he'd
Okay,
come
that
here
makes
to
a lot more
investigate.
sense.
I'm so
I miss
exhausted.
Yako. I miss him too. Daddy Yako's strong. Wait, if the elevator was working just fine, why did he have to pry it open with his hands? Because he just clicked the button to make the elevator go.
He took the stairs all the way to the roof to chase after the elevator.
He must have been worried about you. I've watched over 10 people depart, but he's the first one I've seen come looking for the dead. You have a place you can
You got
return
rizzed
to.
by a man opening an
Perhaps
elevator.
that's
Your
the
type
difference between
is a
us.
random icon. Yes.
Honestly, I don't care for all the noise. I'm rather envious.
I have a
of
new
your-
hyperfixation, by the way. Have I ever talked about that? I have a new hyperfixation. Their name is Pocket Med, and they don't have a gender. Well, they do have one, but they don't care for gender. Wait, hold on. Wait, have I talked about this? I refer to her as she, but she doesn't care. I refer to her as she, though. Look at my new hyperfixation, chat. Where's the pictures? Did I delete them? I was pretty sure I saved them. Oh no, I deleted the photos. I deleted the pictures. Tenant as well is pretty cute. I started playing Reverse 1999, and it's not bad. It's pretty good. It's basically Gotcha Steins Gate. It's Gotcha Steins Gate. Oh no, Kai, I said ignore the plot holes. I am! I'm trying. Wait, look at my new hyperfixation. Before we move on, chat. Before we move on. I'll move on right after this. I promise you. I promise you. I just... Man! They're so cute! How could you not like them? Look at my new hyperfixation, chat. Devs wanted to show Dad Yakou's strength. Strength? Scar's already divorced with no money and no luck. No. This is a different game. It's fine. Steins Gate? Are you guys familiar with Steins Gate? Because I'm a huge Steins Gate fan. Look at my new hyperfixation, chat. Look! God. So pretty, so true. They go by any gender, nobody really knows what it is, but I refer to them as she. So cute, so true. Reverse 1999 is fun. Yeah, it is. I've been playing the game for a while now. I finished the story. I'm just doing basically the Spiral Abyss equivalent of the game.
However, if you have a place to return home to,
There
you should.
Right? Man, my new hyperfixation. Reverse 1999 is basically so diverse with its characters. Because they have a diversity in terms of ethnicity. Because all the characters have different accents as well, depending on what ethnicity they're, like, what country they're from and stuff like that. And then they have LGBT as well, because they have the Fool and Pocket Med for non-binary, and then they have the lesbians as well for Tenant. I don't know if they have a gay. They have lesbians, and they have... I know they have a trans character as well, I think. Which is pretty cool. I did not expect that at all from them. I originally started playing the game because of the art. I won't slander you for 2 minutes for showing us that beauty. Right? Man. Play Reverse 1999. It's a good game.
I find myself hesitating. I don't know which path I should take.
Kai, if you had to pick a master detective to hang out with, who would you pick? This includes the ones on the train and Yuma. I would pick Halara, but I'd probably go, like, realistically, I probably wouldn't pick Halara. I would pick Halara because she's my favorite, but realistically, if you were gonna ask me to pick realistically, probably Fubuki. I feel like she would be the best option for a person to befriend and hang out with. As long as you don't have to work with her, right? I feel like she'd be a lovely coworker, but at the same time, she'd give you so many headaches. It has a lot of representation in its main cast, just like its sequel, Yik. No, it's not. It's nothing like Yik. No. I've seen the trailers for Reverse 1999, and I won't lie, I'm pretty interested. The game's, I like the story a lot. It's Steins Gate. It's a lot of time travel, science-y mumbo jumbo that actually makes you think. I like games that make you think, not strategy games, not that type of thinking. Like, I do like Yu-Gi-Oh! I play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot, but not that type of thinking. My favorite stuff like Steins Gate, Mystery, Raincode, clearly. I miss Poochie. I like Poochie as well, yeah. I really thought I was clinging on to hope for so long in the main game. I knew it wasn't her, but I had to believe that the tiny person that was chasing after us from the train was Poochie. I was coping so hard with that because I actually really liked her. You and Fubuki have the same IQ, you would get along well. I don't think I have the same IQ as Fubuki. If I had the same IQ as Fubuki, I wouldn't be here.
Isn't it obvious?
Hey, Vivia! Where did you go?
Please, go back to him. I'm sure he's waiting for you to return.
Hold on, sorry. I'm being called. I heard him say my Vivia. For a moment, I could only imagine. Don't judge a book by its cover. What, you want me to read the whole book before I decide I want to check it out? No, but usually they have summaries for books, right? I usually read the summary before getting a book, buying it, or checking it out.
Vivia, I was looking all over for you.
Did he fall asleep at the side of the building? Okay,
You had such
so
a
we
solemn
were...
look on your face when you left.
So we made it to
So I
the
had to
building as a person and then fell
What
asleep
happened?
at the side of the building and then walked into the elevator as a
I
ghost.
got
Okay, I see.
A bit lost.
Okay, I'm starting to
Lost at
understand a
your
little
age?
more now.
Then again,
They
you're
always
comfortable
ask
saying
where
that
is
long
Vivia,
ago,
but
so
never how is
I guess that makes
Vivia?
sense.
Should be an amazing friend. Who, Fubuki? Should be an amazing friend.
Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Let's go back to my awesome agency office.
She'd treat you well, for sure. Why he walk like that? I'm sorry. He walks so still. His
Death
torso it's like a chicken head.
Always awaiting me upon
It's so
my
still.
path. Like trees neatly lining the roadside, casting dark shadows at my feet. Even if I manage to overcome them, and make it to the end of that path. When I turn around, the cruel truth is waiting there. The shadows are a procession to my own funeral.
Vivia walks like he's slumped after an arm day. He's like me for real, for real.
Means to continuously die. Every human is nothing but a walking corpse.
I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I don't think I learned anything about
And
Vivia
so,
through this
I
DLC.
too am dying in this moment.
I don't think. Except that maybe him and
However,
Yakou are close.
As long as I
But that was like
continue to
Loki
travel this
established
path,
in the main story
I may
already.
enjoy some peaceful scenery. Beyond the truth. Perhaps the peace I desire can be found there.
That was wait. Wait, that was it? No, wait, that was okay. It was good. I like the story, but it was basically just like Desuhiko's DLC. That was way less than an hour. Dude, no. That was way... Okay. Am I weird for having walk cycles be a pet peeve of mine? Like when they don't fit the speed they move at? What do you mean? I mean, it explores Yakou and Vivia's relationship more and makes Chapter 4 hit harder. That is true. I did mention that it establishes their relationship. But other than that, for a DLC worth $5? Come on. It's like Desuhiko's. I was a little disappointed. I really liked the story for Desuhiko, but I was disappointed with the lack of pizzazz and mechanics. It was just a story that you watched. Did you find out he was a zombie in a stream I missed before? Who, Vivia? Okay. Let's do Halara's, and then we'll do Yakou's. Yo, Francis! Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. How's the game? Good. A little disappointed, but I did enjoy this chapter. I do like Vivia and Yakou's relationship. My wife!
Alara, do you know where the milk I put in the fridge went? I was saving it for my coffee.
I miss Yuma. I miss Yuma as well.
That's
Surprisingly, Yuma became one of my favorites when the game
How much?
ended.
Huh?
How much do you want for it? I'll pay your asking price.
Halara's, I think, has the most gameplay,
Well-
as she should. As she should.
Fine. Just
Halara's my
consider
favorite
it.
DLC.
I will.
I could be misremembering though.
Huh? Someone's coming. I wasn't expecting guests today.
I miss my wife, Tails.
way.
I miss her a
It's
lot.
a
I'll be
bit
back.
cramped in here.
I just saw someone staring at me in my peripheral vision who wasn't there when I turned around. I think you're starting to hallucinate. He puts milk in coffee. I don't drink coffee, but when I do, it usually has a ton of sugar and milk. I don't think it's considered coffee at that point anymore. Isn't Halara non-binary? Yes. Actually, I'm not sure because they never confirmed it. But they do confirm that Halara doesn't really give a shit, you know? I'm not sure if it's bi-gender, non-binary, or something, but I refer to her as she.
Are you the chief of
And
the
I'm pretty
Nocturnal
sure she
Detective
doesn't
Agency?
mind.
My name is Tetra. Pleased to meet you.
I drink pure coffee. I don't like coffee. And second, I can't stomach coffee to begin with because of my condition.
I'm the chief. That's just one of our detectives.
Oh, excuse me. Your detective was sitting at the biggest desk here, so I assumed that...
My seat gets stolen the moment I leave it open. Let's sit down.
Poor Yakou. Yo, Dean, welcome to the stream. What did I miss? We just finished the Vivia DLC. We're doing the Halara DLC, and then we're going to be doing the Yakou DLC. I headcanon Halara is non-binary, and she goes by she, they pronouns. I headcanon that Halara does not care, and anything goes. Honestly, that's my headcanon at least. My first impression upon seeing the pink girl that's either Yuma or Desuhiko, and between that and the hallucination, I think I need a day off. You got a day off yesterday. That's one good thing. Do you guys not get the week off? Because we had the entire week off for... Well, not the entire week, but most of the week off for Undas. You know, All Saints Day, All Souls Day, to respect the dead. Do you guys not have that as well? I'm gonna go rest because I'm trying to get over this cold. Have a good stream, everyone. Yeah, it's flu season, so a lot of people are sick. I have colds as well, but I took like 3 different medicines and was like, this is fine. This is good. I had canon that Halara's pronouns are pay me.
The murder case. It's possible for us to handle it, but
I don't think they have that.
what we can or can't do depends on whether or not the peacekeepers have already gone through.
No, unfortunately I don't. Really? Undas All Souls Day aren't respected in the West religious holidays, so still work. Dang. That's sad. When do you guys visit the dead though? Like pay respects to the dead? Or do you just go when it's like anniversary or their birthday or something? Tetra's hair reminds me of Himiko from Danganronpa. No, I think they just took the hairstyles from the older Danganronpa characters and placed them on the DLC characters. Because all of the DLC characters have some similarities to Danganronpa characters. Whenever we can, when we have a weekend off. What? That sucks.
I see. My father passed away in a rather bizarre manner.
By the way, this whole
Peacekeepers
Undas thing
declared it
really
was an
gave me a lot of
accidental death.
closure. Because the thing is, like, the burial happened, you know, for my dad quite recently. And the thing is, during the burial, you don't really get to see the finish with the grass and the plate and everything. So seeing it all fixed, it was very pretty. Seeing it all fixed, the plate we chose was very pretty. It was kinda... It gave me closure. So, Undus went well. Undus was nice. Muhammad, welcome to the stream. People just go when they want to, no dedicated day. I feel like it's unhealthy to discard the loss to when it's a convenient thing, though. Yeah. Because it will be forgotten. People will end up, you know, not really having the motivation to go anymore. So that's... I do kind of appreciate how we have an entire holiday and day off break for Undus. The thing with Undus is we usually go earlier than the designated days. Like we went on the 28th and November 2nd, because usually on the November 1st, October 30th, it's very crowded at the cemeteries. Attack on Titan final episode today? Really? Oh my god, it's been, what, years since Attack on Titan started. I used to be a fan of Attack on Titan during its first season and kind of gave up after that. I haven't watched it since then. By the way, I re-met with my parents, my parent and the grandmother because of Undus. They apparently have finished watching One Piece on Netflix and started asking me for illegal websites to watch One Piece on. It's so crazy. I never would have expected. They don't watch anime. They just really like One Piece. I don't have a day off. I don't work yet, and I don't go to school anymore. Every day is my day off. Really? Dang. Final season, part 69. I remember people were rumoring before that Attack on Titan was gonna end, and it wasn't. It kept going. Good. Happy it went well. You're feeling better. Go see a Star Wars. I watched FNAF over the weekend as well with friends. Crazy stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good movie. It's made by Blumhouse. I've watched a few Blumhouse movies because, you know, I'm a horror movie fan. I've watched some of their stuff like Happy Death Day, which I'm pretty sure is made by them as well. Happy Death Day 2. A bunch of other stuff. They basically make a bunch of low-budget horror films, but put a lot of budget into it. I also didn't expect Shaggy to be in the movie, so that's pretty cool. Least pirate piled One Piece Nakama. I graduated high school for context. I want to go see the FNAF movie so badly. It's okay. It was so... There were so many scenes where they don't explain stuff clearly. I feel like it would be very confusing for people. Like, it was confusing for me, and I follow FNAF lore. For people who don't follow FNAF lore, they're gonna be confused as fuck. I'm sorry. There were so many scenes where you would be confused on what's actually happening. Like, in that one scene where... This is at the beginning of the movie, so it's not... I'd like to think not that much of a spoiler, but if you don't want to be spoiled, cover your ears. When they kidnap the brother, because what happens is they just get in a car and then they drive away. The kid isn't crying, and then the other kid just looks at him driving away. And for a split second, 3 things came to mind. The kid got kidnapped. They left the other kid at the park behind. Or something else. It was very confusing. A lot of things were very confusing. You don't quite understand it unless you replay the scene in your head, or until it's explained later. I expected a lot of murder, but it was alright. I expected a lot of jump scares and gore as well. They didn't have any. It was a very, like, PG-13 movie. Or not even PG-13. I would like to think it's lighter than PG-13. You can play Danganronpa. I have already finished Danganronpa, so I can't play it anymore, unfortunately, because I already know the story. Zoink Scoob, I just stuffed a bunch of kids into suits. They weren't kidding around. The only jump scares in the movie were from Balloon Boy. Man.
But I just can't believe it was an accident.
The movie was made aimed for fans, because for me, in the middle side of the fandom, I think the movie was decent. I think it was trying to make like a movie that was for fan service, but at the same time available to watch for people who weren't fans as well. I think they were trying to come up with like a middle ground for those two, like the fans and the non-fans, and it just ended up being weird. It's so reference heavy. Yeah, there were some references, like the Golden Freddy thing was pretty cool, and a bunch of other stuff, but it was just, I don't know. The cupcake is evil. I like the cupcake. I really like the cupcake. I'm not surprised it was goreless. It's a horror movie for kids. Well, true. FNAF does kind of, you know, the FNAF games don't really have a lot of blood, do they? It wasn't goreless unless you fell asleep during that one scene. To quote Markiplier, was that the bite of 87? Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to mention it. We'll go back. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Usually try to declare any unnatural deaths as accidents. Why do you suspect that it wasn't one?
My father kept tropical fish as a hobby. One morning, he was found dead, drowned with his head stuck in the fish tank. Do you really think that could be an accident?
He drowned with his head stuck in a fish tank? Can you describe the situation?
The fish tank is set rather low, so you can view it from above. My father was in a kneeling position, with his head dunked into the water.
That sure is bizarre. What did the peacekeepers have to say?
The theater I went in goes crazy when a certain person in a diner appeared. Oh, Matt? I feel like everyone already knows about Matt being in the movie, because as soon as the movie came out, he didn't really keep it a secret.
And he fell into the water and drowned, unfortunately.
Are you sure the cause of death was drowning?
Yes, that appears to be the case without a doubt.
We can now rewatch the FNAF
did the
movie at the comfort of our homes with Markiplier's face cam digitally inserted, so it looks like he's playing the game.
I see. From what you've said, you can't really deny that it could have been an accident.
No, the problem is the room where my father passed away. It was obvious that someone else had rummaged around.
What do you mean?
Well, the room has lots of tropical fish tanks lined up. But on the day my father died, all of them were shattered to pieces.
Those poor fish.
And of course there was water and dead fish all over the floor.
So they didn't take the fish.
Someone must have forced their way into the room to do something so terrible.
Oh man, are we actually gonna be solving a case? I am not ready. I have no sleep and I'm on like 3-4 different medications. Oh no!
Was murdered by whoever did that. This must be a murder. Please uncover the truth of my father's death.
Meanwhile, Halara's just sitting on the chair. She knows what's up.
Beats me. I wasn't paying attention.
So we have to pay her if we want her attention.
Don't lie. There's no way you couldn't hear us.
You can assume I don't exist, unless pay is involved.
I can pay. My father left me an inheritance.
Oh, don't mind my detective. Our rates are always reasonable here.
Then you'll investigate this case on my behalf?
Huh?
Not Nemo and Dory. Are Nemo and Dory tropical fish? I don't know that much about fish.
Yes, of course. As detectives sworn to protect this town, we can't leave any mysteries unsolved.
Imagine if it was actually just a freak accident.
I'm so happy I worked up the courage to come here.
The Nocturnal Detective Agency is here to protect the peace of Kanai Ward. You can always count on us. As for investigating this case, we'll check out the crime scene soon. Promise.
I think they are. Are they? Which one is Nemo? Nemo's a clownfish. What's Dory again? No, Dory's just a Dory.
Jeez.
Right. Wait, Halara's surname is Nightmare? Yeah. All of their last names are so silly. Halara, Nightmare, Vivia, Twilight, Yuma, Kogo Head. Fubuki Clockford, Desuhiko Thunderbolt. They all have silly last names.
It's not like I have a choice. I can't just abandon people in need. I'm Yakou Furio, chief of the Nocturnal Detective Agency. I gotta protect this town.
Do you even have a single
They actually
way to
are
solve this
tropical
case?
fish. I see, I see.
What? Of course. I'm a detective after all. If I proceed with the investigation, I'm sure I can find some kind of clue.
Oh yeah, Kai, unrelated. Are you gonna sign up for another ZZZ closed beta? They're doing a second round. Are they? I signed up for the first round of ZZZ closed beta. I got in, but wasn't able to respond on time because they only had like a 30-minute response thingy, and I didn't know. I don't know if I'll go for the closed beta. I might wait for the final release of the game and then just stream it then. Because you can't stream the closed beta, right?
But
Especially if
I
it's
need
going to be the
your help,
final
Alara.
closed beta.
That
Plus, I don't know if I have time for it because I started Reverse 1999 recently. Fun fact, the word nightmare is derived from the Old English mare, a mythological demon or goblin who torments others with frightening dreams. Yes, I am familiar with that. I'm surprised I'm familiar with that.
You know I don't have a lot of money.
And you know that I don't work for cheap.
Then, how about a deal instead?
5 gacha games in rotation won't hurt. I already have 5 games in rotation.
What deal?
If you solve this case, I'll let you keep a cat here.
I'll post it on Games General Discord if you're interested. Thank you. I'll look into it. I'll sign up and just decide when I get in. You know, I'm not gonna lose anything from signing up.
Really?
Yes, really. Hey, where are you going?
Wait, what did he say? Hello.
If you solve this case, I'll let you keep a cat here.
Hello.
To the crime scene.
Hold on.
Alright,
Quiet
wait, well, how
just
come we
left.
didn't see a cat in the main game?
Why don't you wait until tomorrow?
Fine. I shall review the case's records until then.
Alara's fee is cheaper than I thought.
Reverse 1999 players who were born in 1999? Time to go get a cat? How come we didn't see a cat in the main game? If this takes place before, I'm pretty sure it takes place before. Halar attacks with one Shian coin. Flora and Kanai Ward, we already read these. They just reused. They didn't make new ones. Halara wants a cat. She is based.
Thank you for coming. You really are willing to
He's the
investigate
only
this.
other person we've met. It was him. I'm telling you, it was him.
Well, that's our duty at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
It's him. It's his fault. Or it's a conspiracy. It's both of them.
Your house is pretty big. Your father must
High
be well
IQ
off.
negotiation from Yakou. He knows his detectives like fairly well, despite the fact that they like to keep secrets about themselves.
Yes. My father owned a medical devices company. He contributed to Kanai Ward's medical advancements for years. I simply can't believe he met his end like this.
They did it for the inheritance. They killed him for the inheritance.
We'll find justice for him.
Thank you. This is my fiance, Jaren. We've been living together for about a year.
Jaren did it for the inheritance.
Nice to meet you.
I'd like to ask you more about the details later, but can we take a look at the scene for now? Oh, before that.
Girl's husband has
photo
the
of your
same
father?
VA as Diluc. Wait, here? Really?
Of course. Here's a picture from when he was still alive.
Thank you. Alara, over here. I'll leave the investigation to you. It's a bit too cramped for all of us to be wandering about. I'll
Coward.
keep speaking to them outside. Talk to me when you're done.
Understood.
You just don't want to do any of the work.
Now,
I see
time to
you.
review the cards I've been dealt.
Do we actually get to use? Gameplay!
You definitely want to remember this.
Okay, at least Halara walks normally. Wait, I want to see her slow walk. She walks like Vivia. All of them walk without moving their torso that much. No, actually, she is moving her torso a little bit. More than Vivia. Investigation time? I did not expect actual gameplay. Let's go!
An ordinary vent. There's some blue paint on the inner side of the frame. Looks like something rubbed against it. This may have something to do with the case.
You think he drowned himself to escape something?
What is
We don't get to hold Halara's hand this time. We don't need to. Yo, Ham! Welcome to the stream. It's been a while.
Upon close inspection, there appears to be a faint outline of the same stain along all 4 walls. Right.
Other than that, nothing else seems suspicious. Stains caused by water spilling from the tanks on the floor.
I see.
The equipment and the food for the tropical fish are placed together. Seems like nothing has been used since the incident. There's some dust.
All of the fish tanks have been shattered. There's broken glass scattered on the inside, which means it's certain someone smashed
Also,
it in.
Shinigami, why are you here in the tutorial? Depending on when this takes place, you aren't with anyone yet. I guess they didn't have anyone to replace her. Yo, DM, welcome to the stream. Wonder if you have to use her forte here too. I hope so. That was the one thing I was looking forward to in the DLCs, and they never came up.
Why would someone do this?
Being able to use their fortes freely. I miss RAINCODE so much. I wish I could play it again for the first time. Same. I cannot wait for the second game. I cannot wait.
There is a sticky substance stuck to the door frame. Perhaps tape residue? It's a regular sliding window with a crescent lock. There are no suspicious marks on it. There's a small veranda outside. We're on the 2nd floor, so any rain that falls off the eaves flows to the drain.
Man.
That's about
I
all
miss
can
this.
investigate
I
for
miss
now.
this a lot.
I should go talk to our clients before I observe the crime scene at the time the body was discovered. The crime scene has been inspected, Chief.
Thanks.
There are a few things I'd like to confirm.
Yes, please ask me anything.
Can you give me the details of when you discovered the body?
It was, I think, around 6 in the morning. My father usually woke up early for breakfast. But when I went to get him, he wasn't in his room. So I looked around and noticed Sugar barking at this room.
Sugar?
Sugar?
That's the name of our dog.
Oh my goodness. Hello. Halara immediately. Look at her go. So cute. So true.
Sugar sure is happy. She's rarely friendly with anyone.
She barks at me all the time.
There.
Shall we continue?
Oh, sorry. Sugar was barking in front of the room, so
I would pay
opened the
hundreds
door
of
to
dollars
take
for a game with just Halara as a pro drag. Honestly, a spin-off game with just Halara, I will
There
take
saw
it.
my
I
father.
really think Halara is going to be the next
His head
number
was in
one.
the
I
fish tank.
really do.
He was already
Raincode's
gone.
really good at made me cry. Did it? I didn't cry. I'm pretty sure I think I didn't cry. Funny coincidence, I have a dog named Sugar. Feels like the game is really made for me. You have a dog named Sugar? I wish I could have a dog. I got used to not having a dog because my entire family, except me, is allergic to dogs. So when I finally am now independent enough to have my own dog, I just am not used to having one or having a pet. Immediately, Halara jumps to pet the dog. That was a lie? Not even for Yakou?
I heard her scream and ran over, but what I saw took my breath away. The fish tanks were all destroyed. The floor was covered with water. All the tropical fish Father loved were scattered across the floor, dead.
Were they valuable?
I'm not sure. I don't know how much they were worth, but the fact is, my father cared for them a great deal.
If the fish were expensive, do you think someone tried to steal them?
Are you implying my father's murder?
You
was
cried when
afterthought?
Yakou's soul was reaped, I remember. Oh! Phoenix, welcome to the stream. I didn't cry. I don't know what you're talking about. The WDO would need to pay a huge amount of money for Halara to become number one. I feel like the WDO has enough money. I feel like if she took the position, she'd be paid really well. The fiance is sus? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just considering possibilities.
Because the thing that stood out to me the most is at the beginning of the case, they immediately mentioned a huge inheritance. So that immediately struck me. I immediately wrote it down as a possible motive.
If they were going to steal the fish, I doubt they'd smash the tanks.
You're right.
Do you know the estimated time of death for the victim?
I believe it was around 10 o'clock the night before.
When was the last time you saw him alive?
Right around 7 that night. I ate dinner with him. He went to his room after that.
Does anyone else live here?
Halara did it. They want the money. I wanted a pet since I was a little. I could get one, but I don't think my small dorm is fit for pets. Do they allow pets? I'm pretty sure in most dormitories they don't allow pets.
It's just
Who would
me
want to
and him
steal
now.
a fish? Oh,
The servant left after making
you're
dinner
not
before
familiar
7.
with the expensive fish keeping industry then.
Tell me, what were you doing around 10 that night?
After finishing dinner with my father, I did some cleaning and washed the dishes. Jaren came to the dining hall around 8 for dinner. And then we watched TV in the living room until around
Yes. I know for certain we were together between 8 and midnight.
Did you ever get up during that time? Such as to go to the bathroom?
I don't think so.
Were there any screams or sounds of a struggle around 10 at night?
No.
The what?
see.
You have no idea. There are
That leaves me
expensive
wondering
fishes
who
that are
entered
kept
that
as
room,
pets because they're
when
pretty.
they did, why they smashed all the fish
They allow it
tanks.
here, even the dorm owner has one. That's kind of cool, actually. They're kind of chill.
The fish tanks are large. and
Most
thick
most
glass.
dormitories that I know
They
don't
appear
allow
being
pets.
smashed.
True. All I know for certain is that we didn't hear anything like that.
Would you ever want to get a cat or just a dog? If I were to choose, I would probably adopt a bird. If I could. But if I were to
often
choose
come
between
in
cat or
out of this
dog, as
room?
much as I love cats, I'd probably go with a dog. Dogs are probably more cuddlier. I wanna cuddle when I sleep. Computer issue, the office is in metaphorical flames. Wish me luck. Oh god, hopefully you're okay over there. Remind me all the tanks full of fish my father used to have? Oh, your father used to keep fish?
Not at all. Only my father used this room.
What did the peacekeepers have to say?
You think Sugar
when
did
they
it?
saw the state of things in the room?
That would be funny.
They said my father was stressed out. That he lost
Dogs
control
are
and
indeed
smashed
more
all the tanks
cuddlier?
himself.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Was he actually stressed out?
Truth be told, My father was lamenting over a prized tropical fish he had accidentally killed that morning. I thought he could have done something extreme, given how much he regretted his mistake.
I don't think somebody would go that far for a fish. I want the cat distribution system to bless me with a kitten someday. I hope I never get I hope I never get hit by the cat distribution system. Yo, Lan, welcome to the stream.
He did look rather depressed.
Still, my mild-mannered father would never do something like this.
Did you notice anything strange?
He was sad about the fish, but he ate normally. I didn't notice anything in particular.
It's hard to think he was so distraught that he'd smash all the tanks on his own.
You're right. But that's what the peacekeepers told us happened.
I'll take another look around. For now, I'd like to ask you to
Either a
leave the
freak accident or there was a motive for the inheritance.
So you're gonna do that thing, yeah?
Or
I'm counting on you. Let's wait outside.
are they not gonna show them? Well, then again, they can't really see even if Halara uses her ability. You've never met my cat. She wants cuddles all the time, 24/7, and will always meow. Some cats are really cuddly. Yeah, there are some cats that are, you know, really cuddly. But, you know, if you can't really choose like which cat will be cuddly or not when you adopt them, you know? You get a higher chance of getting a cuddly dog.
Time to use my post-cognition to see how things were at the time the body was first discovered.
Someone messed with the crime scene.
I see.
Cats are more varied? Yeah. Tanks are smashed inwards.
I see.
Can I not interact with this? Okay, I can't.
I see.
Is it just me or are your FPS tanked whenever you're in a cutscene? Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not supposed to be tanking because I'm on a capture card. But for some reason, she's not living it today. Rip fish, you will not be remembered. I got locked out of my YouTube account, by the way, a while ago in the stream, in the previous stream, because we had another stream a while ago because of Scuff. Oh my god, Nemo! And Dory! Wait, there's a Nemo and a Dory here. Multiple Nemos. Also, yeah, I saw it on the Discord. It's either on the OBS or your Switch is dying. I think it's not OBS. I think it was just either YouTube or OBS. I think it's YouTube or OBS. Definitely not the Switch, because the Switch is running just fine on OBS. Because here's the thing. I can see it running on OBS, and it's running fine. It's the transfer from YouTube to... from OBS to YouTube. That's where the problem lies, I'm pretty sure. We don't talk about the first stream. I wanted to say something about the FPS, but I didn't want to be rude. Yeah, something's wrong with it. I don't know what it is.
It's not locked. Anyone could come and go through here. Perhaps this is how the culprit entered the place. There's a dead tropical fish in the drain on the veranda. Why would that be there?
You think the room was filled with water? And they just broke the tanks to hide the fact that the room was filled with water? And that's why there's kind of a mark on the entirety of the room? And then they just drained the water by opening the window or the sliding glass door, and that's why one of the fish was outside. Vivia hates OBS. Halar is too powerful that their DLC is low FPS. Damn. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, chat. I'm not prepared to go all... I wasn't prepared to actually solve a case today. I thought we were gonna do... I thought it was gonna be like the regular DLC where it doesn't have game mechanics. I have no sleep. My brain is not in top condition. I can't go full-on detective mode today. One thing I learned from Kai previous RAINCODE streams is to never doubt them. I could be wrong today, though. I'm not in tip-top shape. My 95% accuracy is not accurate today. Yes, we cannot comprehend Halara's waifu ability. No, the strains are darker than they are currently. Does that mean they were made around that time and then they just dried out? Never doubt the worm. Your first mistake was saying Halara is just a regular DLC. That is true. That is true. In fairness, though, I was right, kinda. Vivia's DLC was just also story, just reading a story, just like Desuhiko's. I does not have the required brain cells right now. I don't. I'm sick. I have no sleep. I was gonna sleep before the stream started, but I was not able to take my nap because I was too excited. Past RAINCODE streams, no lag. These RAINCODE streams, OBS go burr. It might be because of the new model, but it can't be because it's running. If I send you a video, if I show you guys a video, if my phone wasn't dead, I would show you guys a video of it running on OBS. And it's completely fine. I think it's from the transfer from OBS to YouTube. Go to sleep, but I hope you feel better soon. I will sleep after this, don't worry. I'm gonna pass out right after this.
Like the other tanks. This one is smashed up too. Looking closely, he is soaking wet. It'd make sense if it was just his upper body. But for his whole body to be soaked is unusual.
Yeah. And my question is, how could he have drowned if the tank was broken, right? So I really think they drowned him in the room. They kind of used the room as a tank and then put his head or positioned him that way and then just broke the tanks to make it to hide the fact of the wet floor or why the floor was wet. Oh my god, English. YouTube do be sabotaging your streaming career. I got locked out of my account. That hasn't happened in a while. The last time I got locked out of my account was last year. Maybe you're right, Kai? I could be wrong, though, is the thing. I'm not too confident today about my theories, chat. Because as soon as I saw the things on the surrounding the wall, I immediately was like, this whole room was probably submerged in water. But I don't know. It sounds crazy. I don't know what the sticky substance on the door has to do with it, though.
That's all the investigating I need to do for now.
I think that's the one thing that I'm not sure. The blue paint. Be the fish, what would the fish do? The fish are all dead! I'd rather not.
The dog has something in her mouth.
Hey, Sugar!
What's this?
That's Sugar's favorite toy. It's just a rubber hose tied up in a knot. Ever since she was a puppy, Sugar has loved playing tug-of-war with a rubber hose. So I still make toys out of hoses like this.
I think Sugar has something to do with it.
But I don't...
Is it actually a freak accident? Because I did mention that a while ago. I've seen a VOD of someone else playing this DLC and it was smooth as butter. Oh, yeah. I played RAINCODE before and it was fine. I think it's an internet issue as well. Like I said, like I mentioned 3 times already, I think it's a translation from OBS sending it to YouTube, and there's like an error going in between those two.
Wait, don't touch it.
What's wrong?
Put that in a plastic bag without touching it directly. I believe it's evidence.
That's evidence?
Consider it a precaution.
How's the investigation going? Are the peacekeepers right? Did my father pass away due to an accident? Or was...
The answer is clear. This was no accident, but a murder.
Okay.
Really?
What makes you think it's a murder?
My thinking.
The fish tanks, the window, the floors. It could be the fish tanks or the walls. It has to be a murder because of the fish tanks, because there's no way he could have drowned in the fish tank water if it was broken, right?
The victim died with his head
Yeah,
in
I
a
was
fish
right.
tank.
Okay.
Is that right?
Without touching it, then how did it get in the bag? They could have just asked the doggo to drop it in the bag.
Yes, that is certain.
As you can see, this fish tank was destroyed like all the others. That is far too strange. It means something logically impossible occurred.
Impossible?
I shouldn't have
Yakou!
If the victim drowned with his
Yakou,
head
you're
in
the
tank,
lead detective
then
of
it had
this
to be filled
case,
with
of this
water.
agency.
But as you can see, the fish tank is destroyed, meaning it is unable to contain water. Like with the other tanks, the water spilled out when it was smashed, emptying it. So how could the victim drown in a fish tank that held no water?
Oh, now that you mention it.
Yakou. Yakou,
The
no!
peacekeepers claim the victim was
Yakou, go back to
disoriented
making your
and smashed the fish
mixtape?
tanks
He looks like the
himself.
type of guy to have a mixtape, you're right.
But if the victim was still alive when he smashed the fish tanks, it would have been impossible for him to have drowned. In other words, the victim was drowned, then placed next to the fish tank to make it seem like an
Yakou
accident.
do be braining?
The culprit must have believed this camouflage would be enough to fool the peacekeepers.
So my father was murdered.
Yes, there is no mistake about it. This is murder.
Hold on.
It's the fiance and he got the dog to help him do it.
If the culprit wanted to make the victim look like he drowned, why did they destroy? Didn't they realize their cover would be blown? And plus, all the fish tanks were destroyed. Not just that one.
It must have been part of their plan for the peacekeepers to overlook this contradiction. However, destroying the tanks required a lot of effort. If the culprit did so despite the contradiction it created,
There was a
then we
reason
have
for
to
it.
assume there was an unavoidable reason behind it.
An unavoidable
Obviously.
reason.
So, who is the culprit?
I must investigate further to find that out. I'll report back when
When
I
Halara
find the
faces the
answer.
camera, it feels like they're looking in my soul, but I'm not complaining, really. I've never gotten that feeling
Yes.
from her.
Please.
Has anyone outside your family entered or left the house recently?
I don't think so.
Were there any tradesmen who came to work on your place?
I can't think of any.
Allow me to change the question. Have you recently done any remodeling or repairs to the home?
Oh, now that the rain gutters on the roof were broken, so Jaren fixed them.
He fixed
Oh,
the rain
Jaren.
gutters?
Oh, Jaren.
Yes, he's an avid DIYer. He not only fixed the broken parts, but also checked the gutters around the whole building, which was a lot of work.
Oh, Jared. Oh, is that directly outside? Is that a pipe that leads to the vent?
I see.
Dang it. Hold on. Marks were the same. They put the hose through the vent, connected to the gutter, Okay, when the pipe is sus.
What? Are you sure that's enough? Jeez, you're always off in your own world. I'm sorry about that. Our ace
So that's how he
detective
filled the room
isn't
with
very
water, and then he just had to open the sliding door to drain the water.
That being said, I believe this case will be solved soon. Please be patient for just a bit longer.
They really went all the way back? They're not
Just
solving
as
it
you
the same day?
suspected, It could be the fiancé. Jaren has been living in the client's home and mooching off her since he got fired from his job.
Oh, no!
He's in quite a lot of debt, too. At one point, he was spending almost all his time
Is it
in
really that
casinos.
easy, though? A part of me thinks that, yeah, it's that easy because it's just a DLC case, but at the same time, it's the Halara DLC case, so I don't know.
He kept asking the client.
So money is the most.
The inheritance. As soon as the inheritance was mentioned, like, at the beginning, I already knew.
If the father were to die, the daughter would inherit everything. So if he married her, the money would be his.
Makes sense. The thing is, that man has an alibi. The victim's estimated time of death is 10 at night.
Hold
There's no
on, they
mistake
ate
that
together
Jaren
at
was with the
7.
client at
Something
that
may have
time.
been slipped in the food. The man could have passed out in the room when he went to feed the fish after 7. Jaren, the fiancé, came back to meet up with her at 8 p.m. He died at 10 p.m. I'm pretty sure you don't fill up a room with water that quickly. So the room could have been filling up with water from past 7 to 10 p.m. Like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Oh, I think the reason for the sticky substance on the door was to cover up the door so that water wouldn't leak through it. What, isn't it?
Makes no sense to suspect Tetra since she's our client. So we have to assume his alibi.
Never say that, Yakou. Never say that. Doesn't mean she's your client. She isn't a suspect.
Right.
His alibi
I've
is
learned a
perfect.
lot from Ace Attorney.
Not only was he with Tetra at 10, but he was also with her for 2 hours before and after. So, as it stands, it's impossible for him to have killed the victim.
No, the alibi isn't a problem. It's possible if a certain...
A trick?
But I still lack hard evidence. Perhaps it's worth...
Hey, are you...
We'll make our move tonight. Let's go to the client.
Depends on the mood. The worse the mood, the sweeter the taste. The better the mood, the lighter the taste. Halara's so cute. Halara's so cute, so true. Halara better get their cat in the end. I don't think she did, because we never get to see the cat in the main game.
Is it true that you know the truth behind
There's a
this
pipe
case?
leading from the gutters near the vent. There was also, we did see the what do you call them? Like the rubber hose, which is the same color as the markings on the vent.
That's right, miss. Allow me to explain. The key detail for this case is the victim's cause of death. Without a doubt, the victim died by drowning. But making it look like he drowned in the fish tank was camouflage.
I ate the third one?
Why would such a thing even be needed? Because it secured the killer's alibi.
You said that
The stream
victim's
title
time of
is
death was
named that
around
way
10
because
p.m.
I'm announcing how the last final DLC had double DLC. Had like, it was a double release instead of just one release. That's what it's referring to. Not the fact that I'm playing 3 DLCs.
In other words, the culprit secured their alibi at the same time as they murdered the victim. Is that really possible?
Yakou, I would assume that you've been through a lot more cases than this over the years.
Through a certain trick, it was possible to drown the victim even if the culprit wasn't there.
Drown him without being there?
When did they discover the body? In the morning, right? So he had a lot of time to just drain all the water by opening the window, the sliding door.
The trick the culprit used was... a method that...
Wait, really? Is that not it? Is it the hose? Flooded the room.
First...
Oh, okay. I was right. I just chose the wrong answer for the first one.
That's Sugar's toy.
If you untie the knot, it returns to being a hose. This was what was first used in the crime.
How was it used? Don't tell me that's the murder weapon.
If you check the vent, you'll see the color of paint scraped on there matches the hose.
Yeah.
It was likely passed...
Someone put the hose in the vent. Why would anyone
I
do
wanna
that?
punch Yakou so badly. I wanna punch this guy. Stop asking the obvious questions, my man. Then again, he didn't really investigate the room with us, so I'll give him a pass on that. I'll give him a pass.
Its original purpose?
One end of the hose was placed on the edge of the rain gutter on the veranda side. Prior to this, the culprit adjusted the rain gutter so that the hose could be inserted into it. The rainwater from the gutter passed through the hose, filling the room.
Huh? What do you mean? Hilari, you think this place got flooded with rainwater? That would drench the whole place.
When the body was found, the room was, in fact...
Oh yeah, that's a good point. He didn't really see what Halara saw. Yeah, he didn't.
But that was because of the broken fish tanks, right?
Especially the post-cognition stuff, he didn't really see all that. So I'll give him a pass on that. He a little slow, but I'll give him a pass on that.
But the main reason was due to rainwater pouring into the enclosed room.
Wait, what do you mean? What's the point in flooding this room with rainwater?
The culprit's goal
I like
was
how
to
the
secure their
fiance's
own
standing
alibi
there like,
and estimated time of
it
death.
could still be
This trick was necessary
not the
for that.
fiance and the actual little lady here. I don't actually know who the killer is yet. I know the complete method, though.
I don't
Poor
get it.
guy's a zombie. Give him a
Explain from the
break. He's
beginning.
not a zombie yet. He's not dead yet.
Let's go over what the culprit did on the day of the crime, in order. First, the culprit mixed sleeping pills into the
It's
victim's
definitely
dinner.
the fiance, but you never know. You never know.
While the victim was asleep. the
Suspect
culprit proceeded to
everyone.
prepare
Don't
the
trust anyone. That's my lesson for you guys today.
Sleeping pills in his food?
I was right about the sleeping pills. Sleeping pills in his food. He passed out around after 7 after he finished dinner, and then because they already set up the gutter thing earlier, it's either they set it up before dinner or after dinner, because they had time to set it up because they only met up with the wife or the fiance around 8,
That reminds
and then they
me.
just slowly
My father
drowned
did
him
seem
until
sleepy
10
shortly
p.m.
After eating dinner.
Or the water slowly filled the room until 10 p.m. He drowned 10 p.m. and then he got rid of the water after they finished the movie, after they finished watching together, which was
After
past
dinner,
midnight.
The victim likely went to his room to lay down. The culprit then sneaked into his room and carried him out while he was asleep. That was how the victim...
At this point, you're sure he was still alive?
Oh wait, they transported him to his room? He wasn't feeding his fish? Well, either way, same thing.
Of course. If the culprit murdered the victim earlier, then their alibi wouldn't have worked. The culprit had to murder him in such a way that would secure their alibi. The preparations were done in this room. After bringing the victim here, the culprit used duct tape on the gap near the door to weather strip it.
Weather strip? What's that?
It prevents water from leaking outside.
What do you mean?
Let me explain. After weather stripping the door, The culprit started destroying the fish tanks. The culprit likely covered them with cloth to dampen the noise. Once he smashed off, the culprit then moved to the window on the veranda and weather stripped the outside of it. Finally, they took the hose connected to the rain gutter and passed it through the vent to the inside of the room. Preparations
Such
in
a
place,
complicated
the
way to
culprit
kill
left through
someone,
the
though.
veranda and returned to the mansion as if nothing had happened.
How does that complete everything? The victim was still alive at the time, right? When was he murdered?
The victim naturally drowned after being left alone for several hours.
How's that?
The rainwater from the rubber hose flooded the room in a few hours. The whole room was
That's
turned
gonna
into
take-
a fish tank.
I'm sorry,
This
I
time,
just can't
found
believe, no matter how much amount of rain, I don't think you'd be able to fill a room that much in the span of like 3-4 hours. I'm sorry. It wasn't even 3 hours, it was 2 hours. Around 8 p.m. to 10, right? 2 hours and maybe a few minutes.
And that.
That's crazy. That's a big room, too. I'm sorry. That's not
The
realistic.
whole room was flooded?
That can't be.
The proof lies in the stained walls. The day of the murder, the room must have been filled to that line with rainwater.
Rainwater killed the victim?
Correct. Only in this city could such an approach be possible. The rain never stops in Kanai Ward. This makes it easy to estimate the amount of rainfall to a certain degree.
Even though...
So it is not impossible to create this alibi trick with some calculation.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Wouldn't it take at least half a day for the room to fill with enough rainwater to drown the victim?
I'm sure it would require more rainwater than usual to accomplish it. Which means you'd need to gather all the rain falling around this giant mansion.
He just used the entire gutter system, okay.
Gather all of it? How?
That's still a shit ton of water, though.
It would require slight adjustments to the rain gutters. After that, the rainwater would flow to the veranda.
Adjustments to the rain gutters?
There would be plenty of water. if
I
all
love
of
how
rain that
the
pours upon
fiance is still
mansion
acting so
rerouted to
calm. I
this
don't know how
room.
he's acting so calm when she's revealing every single part of his plan to right in
That
his
explains
face.
how the culprit secured their alibi while drowning the victim. In the morning, before the body was found, they removed the weather stripping and drained the water through the veranda. If you check the drain in the veranda, you should find dead tropical fish that were carried out with the rainwater. The culprit smashed the tanks beforehand to prevent rainwater from being stored inside. Well, that's how I would have done it. But maybe the culprit didn't realize that before they started draining the water. Seeing the fish tanks filled with rainwater, the culprit panicked and smashed all of the glass to hide the evidence. They must have carelessly broken the one fish tank the corpse was leaning on in the process. Isn't that how it went? Jaren? I'll be direct. You are the culprit.
Yo, she did a point. She did the thing.
Hold on. Is this some kind of joke? Why would I kill my father-in-law? That's stupid.
Money.
But you were fixing the rain gutters a few days before the incident.
That's because you asked me to fix them. How does fixing some stuff pin me as the culprit? That's crazy to—
So you intend on maintaining that you're not the culprit?
Of course!
Then we'll have to ask our little friend for the answer. Come here,
The
Sugar.
doggo? Wait, how is Sugar? Hold on. Sugar is trained to open doors?
This is the rubber hose used for the trick. There are scrapes on its surface. That's the proof. I'm sure the culprit tried to dispose of it, tying it into a knot before throwing it away. But our friend here found it for us. Good girl, Sugar. Only the culprit has directly touched the rubber hose. I'm certain his scent is still on it. Tell us, Sugar, who do you smell on this?
So,
This is complete nonsense. I won't accept it.
The thing is, even if we solve it like this, right? Will the peacekeepers even accept it? We know how stubborn they are. Like,
If I have to.
we just told this right to his face, and the peacekeepers still believe that it was a freak accident. Won't he just, they won't arrest him, and it will just put the girl in danger.
I'll kill all of you.
Damn, he's
Hey,
doomed.
Don't tell me that you're really...
Is he really gonna throw hands against Halara and oh my god, I forgot her last name for a split second. I feel bad for Tetra here. I do as well. Feel bad for the girl.
So close to getting all that money.
Bro had a shiv on him! Yo!
Hey! What?
At least we got a real case. I'm actually very happy about getting a real case. I'm happy.
Damn you, detectives. This is your fault for sticking your nose into
How
my
is it
life.
our fault? We got hired. Blame your wife. I fixed it single-handedly, worth every penny this company pays me for. Good job. Good for you.
Can you handle this on your own, Chief?
She's gonna
I'm
beat his
pretty
ass
bad at
up,
this sort
bro.
of thing. Please help. Shut up! I'll kill... Ow!
Never challenge Halara Nightmare.
You
The
saved
dog.
me.
The dog's so cute, but it's a completely different
What would it be
art
like?
style. It's kind of silly.
I'm supposed to do?
Oh, it looks like he
You're
came
not
out of The
wrong.
Sims.
That's what she's saying.
It should have been
Wherever
me,
you go,
not
come
him.
to us. The Nocturnal Detective Agency will always be at your
I mean,
service.
Halara would probably do it for free.
Thank you.
I just noticed that her hair it has double layers instead of just being one single line of hair. Ah! Out in the rain?
As promised, you can keep that cat here.
I don't need your help. That's what the cat is saying.
Come on, this cat thinks it's some sort of hard-boiled detective? Well, I suppose I don't mind.
This city is a difficult place to live. Even for the animals.
Did Halara get to bring the cat with her after she left? I don't know.
I hope we can keep solving the mysteries here to make this city and make it a nicer place for them to live too.
Maybe she's just hiding the cat? I don't know.
I sincerely hope so.
El Gato? Maybe the El Gato was with her in the hotel room.
You're so cold to humans, but you like animals.
Are you teasing me?
Makes me wonder what happened to the cat since we don't see. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
See?
We don't see the cat in the main game, so I don't think... I was thinking she didn't adopt the cat.
Seeing you play with the cat, you look kinda cute. It sure would be nice to see more of that smile around here. I hope you keep using your powers to change the city. I know you can do it.
Man, her boots look so cool.
For their sake, too.
That depends on the payment.
Come on. Well, maybe you could ask for permission.
Did Yakou just call them cute?
Thanks.
I feel like Yakou's the type of guy to just throw the word cute easily left and right towards people. You know? Continuity error? Maybe the cat was just an idea that they put in after? after the game was finished. Maybe they just did it for the DLC. No wonder he's a murderer. I would be too if my mom named me Jaren. Okay, we did not have to slander his name. That poor man. But honestly, though, I've never heard of anybody named Jaren. I guess it's just not common here in my country. Is Jaren a common name in other countries? Is that even an actual name? Jaren. It kind of has a ring to it, but... Remember the cat picture Halara had from chapter 1? Oh, is that the cat? I thought that was just a random stray. Okay, are we ready? Chat, are we ready for the yakou case? The final case to the DLC saga. I can't believe. I was really trying to extend playing the DLCs as much as I could. I really was trying to. But it's so difficult when each DLC is only less than an hour long. I was trying to make it last because the second game probably won't be out for, what, 2 years or so? I've never heard that name in my life, right? Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm not ready. I'm assuming we're gonna cry for this one. I also have the pre-yakou stuff. The yakou Furio case, the pre-order DLC story. I have this. I don't know if I could stream it, so I didn't. Who's the last one? It's yakou. Jaren, is that even a name? I don't know. I don't know if Jaren's a real name. Oh, it's here. Oh, no. Is this after he turned? No, that's fucking... Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Darling. Darling.
Oh my god. Thank you, my detective sounds so depressing. Oh no. Oh no. You can't do this to me. Yakou, look at me. Yakou, look at me. What happens if we walk out here? Can we? Will they allow it? No, they don't allow it. Jaren is the kind of name handed out by single mothers named Makale. Makale. It's a walker. Yakou knows. Zombie gaming. This is the big one. So all the DLC were pre-game, and this is the only one post-game. You can kill the man, but not the idea. What?
Yes, I'm Yuma. Chief, you understand me?
Yuma. I need to know if this DLC is long or short. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm the ultimate
God, I
master
almost
detective.
forgot how
I won't cause
Desuhiko
any
looked
trouble
like.
for you.
Man. I want to see how he walks. Okay, there's no walking.
That depends on the payment.
Oh. There's no way to kill a... What do you call them again? Homunculus, right? What happens if you cut off their head completely? This feels like a horror movie. But he's already dead, so... Wait, are these flashbacks for the DLCs? I think they are. Oh, I don't think so. Some of them are, but not all of them. A Mori moment? Oh, it's burning him. Every time he gets hit with light, he gets a flashback. Okay, Halara's and Vivia's were definitely DLC moments, flashbacks. I wish we got a
grown up at all.
Oh, ma'am. What happens if you eat them? Will they grow their skin back? I don't remember. Did they ever mention them having regenerate? What do you call it? Regeneration. It's quick regeneration. I forgot what it was. I forgot what the word was. I'm scared. I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared any moment now. Oh man, the set is so pretty though. There's someone just standing there. Ma'am, please. Wood? Yo, Battle, welcome to the stream.
I've been waiting for you, my darling.
She kind of looks like Yuri from DDLC. Yoko. Do we get him back? It would be nice if we did. There's no more detectives left. There's no more. I thought it was over. I was like, holy shit, that cannot be it. There are no more detectives in Kanai Ward anymore, right? Wood? Thinking on it now, we've got to see Yakou's one-on-one relationship with Desihiko, Halara, and Vivia in the DLCs, but not Fubuki. Oh! Is this his pre...
I'm sorry, but I quit.
Oh no, this is after the story of him getting scammed by his mentor.
Please wait just another 2 days. No, a week. Wait for another week, please.
It's not about the money. Take a look at this town. Everything's changed.
Post Raincode Yuma
wants
DLC
detectives
manifesting?
here.
I don't think they'll have a DLC for Yuma anymore because they haven't announced anything.
That's not true. The place has grown so big, it's just harder to see those in trouble. There are many people in need of our help.
Where are they then? We haven't had a single customer for a month. If there's any trouble, just ask Amaterasu. They do everything, right? Why bother hiring a detective?
But this is our town. If we don't protect it, who will?
Our town? How long will you keep dreaming? This place belongs to Amaterasu now.
But we promised we'd protect this town together.
But protect it from what? Let the peacekeepers handle it. I hear that Amaterasu pays them pretty well. I'm hoping they'll interview me there soon.
Oh no.
Yakou, I feel bad saying this, but you should quit being a detective and find a proper job.
What, you think this gig isn't proper?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, I think you're out of your mind. Listen, you leave me alone from here on out. I don't want you dragging me down when I try to join the Peacekeepers.
I wonder what happens, because you know, they have an entire area of people who are poor, right? Canonically, in Kanai Ward. How do they ever deal with people going hungry? Because you know homunculi can't really stand for long without eating meat, right? Do they ever have cases of people just going crazy and attacking other people? Really wish they did, though, as it would have allowed Fubuki to shine on her own and make the moment hit as hard as the others. The thing with Fubuki's DLC, the one complaint I have about Fubuki's DLC, is that it wasn't really a Fubuki DLC. It was more of the gang DLC, because she had her moments to shine in her DLC, but it was mostly... It also had the others shining as well, you know? It wasn't really a Fubuki-focused DLC.
Hey! I'm all alone now.
Hey there, Chief. When are you gonna pay your rent?
Sorry, I'm gathering the money for that right now.
You said that last week!
How dare you?
And if you can't get me the money by today, I'll sell this place off to Amaterasu like I first planned. They'll pay a lot better than renting it out to you.
I understand. I'll do something about it today. Actually, could you wait until the end of the month?
Not a chance!
I just remembered the side quest in the game about the guy who had a girlfriend but died, and it was hinted that the boyfriend kept the body of the girl, which makes me wonder.
Jeez.
Really? I do not remember that side quest. What?
Are you with the Nocturnal Detective Agency?
Yes?
I'm looking for this person. I'll put a down payment of 100,000. If you find the target and bring her to me, it'll be 1 million. How about it?
A million? I'll do it. Please give me this job.
The woman currently works at a lab for Amaterasu Corporation.
Amaterasu again? That's annoying.
Is there a problem? If so, I can find someone else.
No, there's no problem. Yeah, screw Amaterasu, am I right?
Wonderful. Contact me once you find that woman.
Understood. Just for my reference.
He's gonna find her and then he's gonna fall in love with her. Star-crossed a relationship.
You'd be better
Even
off
Yakou has the almighty plot armor. It's because at this point, he's still the protagonist. It's not Yuma yet.
Months worth of rent. Luck is back on my side. I better start on the job right away.
I'm waiting for the sad parts to come in. When does the sad parts come in? I'm mentally and physically prepared. We will not be crying today, boys.
That's the woman.
He found her, like, fairly easily. I don't know if you had to be paid $1 million just to catch her. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it would have been better that they made it more of an everyone DLC and made a separate one for Fubuki. No, I thoroughly enjoyed her DLC. New area, new characters, actual new area and actual new characters. A really well-built area, too. It wasn't like the new area. But I did like the new area in Halaris, but like the Fubuki one was just so cool, you know? I did enjoy her DLC quite a bit. I enjoyed all their DLCs. I even enjoyed Desuhiko's because I did like the story and the ending of his DLC. It just that it could have been It could have been better. It could have had gameplay. It's just that I have one complaint for each DLC. Except Alara's. I enjoyed Alara's.
Excuse me. What nice weather we're having.
Oh my god.
It's raining?
Oh, I like the rain.
Yakou has no riz. I'm sorry. He has no riz.
Fine. Here's the truth. I'm a detective. Someone hired me to search for you.
Ah. Got it.
Why didn't you just tell her? What the fuck?
I think I know why. I probably know your client, too.
W Riz? Nah.
So, are you going to contact him? I'll go right now if you want.
Wait! Damn it. What am I doing? I should have just called the client right away. Who is my client?
Yakou still got more riz than me, so I have no right to judge?
I work as a detective because I want to protect the city. I can't work for him if he's a criminal or something. Even if he's my client. Are you laughing?
I think they might do an Everyone's Story in the prequel MDA novel. I've heard. There's an MDA model? Novel? Honestly, though, I'm not surprised, because they've done a lot of spin-off novels for the Danganronpa series as well. Yakou got more riz than all of us. Hey, you are not speaking for all of us.
Sorry, I was just contemplating how your head must be full of rest.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It wasn't one. Well, I suppose an antique has its own charms.
She just called him old!
Antique?
Man, Yakou!
Your client is from our lab's rival organization. He's probably a headhunter. It's not uncommon. I get offers like this all the time. Some try more forceful methods, such as hiring a detective.
Oh, because you're a researcher at Amaterasu.
That's right. To be honest, it's not that great of a place. My boss is an ass, and my colleagues are all depressed. When their own research doesn't go well, they yell.
I hope they do more spin-off novels, mangas to explore the characters more, like a series exploring Yuma prior to the game, because I want to know how he was before the game. Yeah, well, it's not a spoiler anymore if you're watching the DLCs with me. As number 1, I do want to see that, because his personality as number 1 is very... The thing is, his personality as number 1 is very different from the Yuma that we know and love. He's a lot more serious. Yakou has more riz than Kai, that's for sure. That is not true. That is not true. I've rizzed more women than this man could ever.
Just the other day.
And that wasn't even a joke. I'm not joking about that.
If my research is successful, it'll open a whole new field in regenerative medicine. It's still ongoing, but so far, it can repair nerve cells by simply ingesting medication. Do you understand how incredible that is? Do you see?
Yeah, I don't know about all this. Are you really supposed to tell me what you're researching? Shouldn't that
He's
stuff be
right, though.
secret? I'd really love to.
Kai, unlike you, Yakou riz me. That's a you problem. That's a you problem.
Oh,
Also,
no.
I'm not trying to riz my chat.
Whatever. Just make sure you don't tell anyone else. You should be good at that if you're a detective.
I don't think I ever came into a situation where I tried to.
Of course.
Well, then.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I can't spoil. Yes, I want to see a number 1 prequel series. The only prequel we got so far is the fanfic I'm reading. It's not bad. It's really good. I can mistake it as canon. I haven't seen a lot of fanfics or... Wait, I've seen a lot of fan art recently. Because the game finally, like, surged in popularity. But I remember when the game first came out, nobody knew about it. They didn't even sell the game in my country. Because of how underground, well, not really underground, but nobody knew it, which I was surprised by because Danganronpa is popular in my country.
Wait, hold on. You're asking me to lie to my client?
But it's the reason why I wasn't able to get the physical game. I wanted the physical game so badly though for collection. I had to buy the digital one because they didn't have it here in my country. We hardly learned anything about number one's past, which I'm quite interested in. Same.
That's
Same
entirely different.
How so?
Because they did show us a little bit of the past through Yuma's dreams or something like that, right?
This is my job. It'd be one thing if he was a criminal or something, but a headhunter. There's no reason for me to keep quiet. My livelihood is
And I say I don't like it. Can't you respect my wishes? I live in this town. You said you wanted to protect us, so why don't you start with protecting me?
Well, hold on.
I work for Amaterasu because I'm from this town. I wanted to stay here, so I chose to work for them. I don't want to go anywhere else. If you're from around here, then you should feel the same way.
You were born here as well?
Will you really sell me out for some cash? Or will you protect your fellow citizen?
I can just escape to fanfics. Yakou's got so much unknowing riz that he managed to get his first date immediately after meeting her. Where's your partner? I rejected everyone who's confessed to me. There are a lot of creative confessions that I've gotten over the years. Very silly. I talked about them before, so I'm not going to mention them again. With how popular it is now, it might make some more contents, like more spin-offs. I hope so. I hope so. Spin-off game, maybe? Question mark? Probably.
Which part is your real work, Mr. Detective?
They never make spin-off games, though. Oh, no, they did one. But it's not really a spin-off game. I like to think of it as its own game entirely with Makoto's sister. Which one it was? Danganronpa Super... I forgot what it was called. The one with Toko, and Makoto's sister.
Possible way I could sell her out? Is that something a detective would do? All right, I'll leave you be. But you said you're not happy at your
Ultra
career
Despair
choice,
Girls!
yeah?
Yeah, there. Ultra Despair Girls.
In that case, I think you should really consider his offer.
No matter what comes my way, I have no plans to change my mind. I love this.
Yeah.
No, IKEA's got that, actually got that riz. Yeah, I got a girl's number while I was trying to get my Wi-Fi repaired. I did not expect or mean that at all. That was crazy. But with money, you can buy more detectives and in turn protect the town. How's that theory, Miss Amaterasu researcher? What is it gonna do anyway? We get paid.
$5 million. You're...
We get paid once we... Oh my god!
Get out of here now! That's not the sort of headhunting I'd imagined.
You bastard!
I won't let you have your way in this town. I'm the only Detective Kanai Ward's got. You got that?
I'm surprised he isn't dead yet. With the amount of people he's managed to make enemies of, aren't the Peacekeepers kind of worried about him as well? We see Swank being wary of him, even though they literally could have just killed him on the spot. I don't know why he's not dead. There's actually a lot of fanfics now, mainly in AO3. I don't read that many fanfics though. There's shipping fics as well if anyone is interested. What are the ships in the ships in the game? Because I don't really ship anyone besides like Halara and me. I'm actually quite fond of UDG, even though it's not for everyone. I like UDG. People don't like UDG. It's kind of like with the Miles Edgeworth games. So many people don't like them. I don't understand why. It's so good. He could walk. They tried to blow up his submarine. He just had plot armor. Wait, yeah, but they tried to blow up his submarine, but that was like years after. And he's gotten himself an entirely new squad from the WDO. I understand going to extreme measures then, but nobody tried to kill him before then? Even though he was a constant threat and even Swank was afraid of him? Come on. Come on! Nobody put a target on his back, especially since everyone knows where he lives. Everyone knows where he lives in the dumb little submarine that never moves. It's why they were able to track him down and nuke his submarine in the first place. It's a submarine and he never tried moving it.
I heard your detective agency was here.
I'm not into ships either, except maybe Yuma and Kurumi. People are gonna get mad at me for this. I don't ship Yuma and Kurumi. I don't ship them. One of the most popular I see are Vivia and Yakou. I don't ship Vivia and Yakou either. I see them more of like dad and son or mentor and mentoree. Yuma and Desahiko! Wait, why is that popular? Yuma, okay, I kind of understand Yuma and Desahiko. Desahiko flirts with Yuma all the time, but oh man, I don't ship that. Yuma and Kurumi. Yuma and Kurumi I kind of understand because she's supposed to be the main love interest, right? If we're talking about fanships, I've seen Fubuki and Halara. Fubuki and Halara I do not get. Yuma and one of the girls from Chapter 2? One of the girls from Chapter 2? Desuhiko and Yuma, Pucci and Yuma. I've seen Pucci and Yuma. I actually thought Pucci and Yuma were... I really thought Pucci was going to be the main love interest for Yuma because of the comics that they released before the game dropped. Probably because of the cross-dressing scene. Yuma and Yoshiko. I've read that fic. I don't ship Yuma and Kurumi because it seems kind of forced. Yeah, same here. I don't think he's actually that interested in Kurumi in that way. I think he likes her platonically, but I don't think he's interested in her romantically. Especially after he became #1. Zilch X Yomi, what the fuck? Nah, dude, nah.
Are you okay? You're hurt.
Do I look okay to you? I'm hurting all over thanks to you. I lost my pay. And now I'm being forced to cover the damages to that cafe. All my friends are gone. I have nothing left.
Well, I'm sorry.
Why are you here? The client's long gone. I have no business with you.
Why do you insist on being a detective? Even if you're doing
Yuma
it for the
X
city's
Yuma,
sake.
gotta love yourself
tired of it?
first. I don't really understand Yuma X Pucci when they had maybe one interaction before she died. Oh no, I don't ship them anymore. But they released comics for the game before the game released on Twitter. And I really thought Pucci was going to be the main love interest because of those comics. But when the game actually came out, I didn't ship them. Another popular one is Yomi X Makoto. It's weird. It's weird. I don't ship that. I mean, Yakou always seemed so anxious and wanting to avoid trouble with the Peacekeeper, so maybe he just backed off as much as he could and the tension became numb. Maybe. Maybe. Man, I wish myself was cool. Maybe then I'd like them.
When I was a kid, I'd gather with all the neighborhood kids. I made matching badges for my friends and we went around patrolling. I was so proud to wear it on my chest. I let it get to my head. I said,
Yakou used to be a
group of
bartender.
detectives would protect this town. It's been decades. But I still can't bring myself to lie to my childhood friends. Kanai Ward is going through some major changes. So, I've decided to continue being the only one.
You haven't grown up at all.
Huh? Oh? Oh?
That's...
Thanks for protecting me earlier. You know, more people may be coming after me.
Why is she just carrying that around with her if it's from when they were kids?
So I'd like to make you an offer, Mr. Detective. How would you like to work as my bodyguard?
Yo, time to wife? Well, I'd like to point out that Yuma gave Kurumi the note at the end of the game and even gave her the Book of Death alongside it. What note? I remember the Book of Death. I don't remember the note. I don't think he's interested in Kurumi. I think he just left the book with her because at that point he was like, yeah, fuck it all. Because I'm pretty sure Kurumi's gonna start working for the WDO. So if you're gonna send the book back but you don't want to go back to the WDO, why not leave it with Kurumi? But then again, she did leave to search for Yuma. So I don't know if she's actually gonna be at the WDO or working with the WDO. But I think if she is gonna look for Yuma, her best bet would be to work for the WDO and then just use the resources to look for him then. I might have an idea or two which fix you might be talking about. Father, son, mentor, apprentice to me? Wait, what fix? I don't read fix. I haven't read any of the RAINCODE fix. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, Kurumi was the only person #1 contacted, though it was probably more for strategic reasons than romantic ones. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Then they went to LA. I'm so excited for the LA. The LA, man. I'm ready. I've never been more ready. Do they ever explain how they were childhood friends? They don't elaborate more than that?
I knew this day would come. Thank goodness for my research.
Kai, when you see LA in game, I can confirm that it's accurate. Then they get married and leave Kanai Ward and live happily ever after. They definitely didn't die later.
This medicine can regenerate nerve cells. It's still in development, but I suppose I can leave a sample behind. It might be completed if someone takes over my research. It may even regenerate zombified brain cells. Look at you. Protecting me. Thanks, my sweet detective. You've done well. If the medication doesn't help, maybe you'd feel better if you saw me again? Hmm?
So is he gonna live or? Wait, that was so vague. Is that kind of the ending where, a sort of ending where you get to, it's open-ended ending? Was that an open-ended ending? Zombie cure? But here's the thing, if he takes the zombie cure, she only left one sample of it. If he takes the zombie cure, they won't be able to study it anymore. And if he doesn't take the zombie cure, who would he give it to? Unless I forgot something in the main story. Hold on. Okay, that was not as sad as I thought it was gonna be. Definitely didn't cry. Happy about that. Makoto Amaterasu, it's reforming now. That means she's not dead yet, right? Because if they're both homunculuses, unless she didn't reach the homunculus stage, technically if the medicine does work, he could save himself and her. All the DLCs are done? I believe so. The DLCs are pretty open-ended to the story. It feels very open-ended. I think it's a sort of... You choose your own ending until the next game releases, maybe, and they reveal Yakou! Jump scare! I don't know. Yeah, that was pretty open-ended. We don't know if he took it or not, and even if he did, we don't know if it worked. Yeah, the thing is, if it did work, you wouldn't be able to study anymore because there was only one sample. And I don't think taking one pill will be the cure to zombification, but whatever, I'm not gonna question it. You know, there's definitely a space for another DLC in that menu. You're right. Shit, you are right. I really, either a Yuma DLC, a Kurumi DLC, or an entire gang DLC. You know what I mean? There is a space in the DLC menu. There is a space. I don't know. Maybe. But I don't know if I'm willing to pay another $5. I got the Halara DLC for free, though, because I used my coins on it. Homunculi Kai, not homunculuses. I'm allowed to say homunculuses. It's my stream, Mono. She seemed more like a ghost than a homunculus. And we know that there are ghosts in RAINCODE. There are ghosts in RAINCODE, but Yakou can't really see ghosts. But I guess if you're dead as a homunculi, you could see ghosts. I don't know. I don't know. Kai, pay the $5 if they release another DLC, maybe. That's just a theory. Wait, they're homunculuses, not himbos? Homunculuses. What if the creators didn't say anything just for it to be a surprise for the community? Honestly, it wouldn't be the first time. I didn't expect the Vivia Yakou double release. I genuinely thought Vivia was going to be the last DLC release. They might make a wave 2 of DLCs. You never know. I love an entire gang DLC because I want to see more of the gang just doing a case together that's more lighthearted. True. I want to be able to use their fortes too at will. I think it would be so cool to switch between the players to be able to solve a case. The characters to be able to solve a case. I think it's homuncules? I prefer homunculuses. I don't know, it has a ring to it, you know? That's it. I haven't finished the Gumshoe Gab, but I finished most of the Gumshoe Gab. I'm just missing like 2. I'm not doing them. I'll do them another time, maybe. I'm so lazy to do it today. Also, I'm really sleepy. Yo, Jeff, welcome to the stream. We just finished all 3 DLCs. If they won't give it to us, fanfiction writers, you know what to do. I might start reading the fanfiction if I'm that starved for detective content, because I haven't, like, I'm waiting for so many detective games or, like, puzzle series to drop, but they haven't dropped yet. They haven't announced when the Professor Layton game is going to release. Ace Attorney hasn't gotten an announcement for a new game yet, but they had an announcement for the Apollo trilogy being transferred, right? Ported? But I already finished the Apollo trilogy. Perhaps the character switching could be in the next game since it's shown that Kurumi and Yuma are going to be in the game as main characters. I don't know if Yuma's going to be in the game as a main character. I think he's just going to be a side character. There's no way they're going to make him, like, a main character again. Especially since it's archives. So it's either we get a brand new MC or Kurumi becomes the new MC. Which I'm completely fine with. A lot of people don't want Kurumi to be the MC, though. Take care and sleep well, Kai. Thank you. Homunculi is all that's ever been used. What are these homunculuses? Homunculuses. Like, you could switch between Yuma and Kurumi. Maybe, like, a POV sort of thing. That's different from what I was like thinking of, though. Not really a POV thing, more like you're able to switch between them at will to solve a specific case. Not a POV thing. Because I don't think Yuma and Kurumi are going to be together in the next game immediately. At least when you start, they're not going to be together. That's what I think. Because technically, she's looking for him, right? So I think the next game will revolve around that. Looking for him. Like in Yokai Watch 3. Yokai Watch is a name that I haven't heard in a good while. That is an old series. Sleep immediately. Do we not have a Kaigon in as a reaction here? I should add some. We could add new emotes, by the way. We can do a voting for it later, probably, because I'm so sleepy. I'll probably head out for now. Have a good night. Thanks for the stream. Beside the... We don't talk... There was no scuff. I don't know what you're talking about. What scuff? But yeah, I think... I hope... Also, I hope if Kurumi's the next MC, we get to know more about her as a character. Definitely. She was so... I knew... As soon as she appeared, I knew for a fact she was going to play a bigger part in the story because she was forced in so suddenly. And just integrated herself into the group. Without anything, without, like, there was no prior... She literally appeared one day and was like, solve my case. And then she didn't even do anything for the case and they became best friends. I'm sorry. If that doesn't scream main character or important character later on, I don't... Let the community make the emojis. I can't do that. Because YouTube could reject emojis if it's too weird. Finally get sleep, I will. Thanks for the stream, now go to sleep. I will. Thank you to everyone who came to the stream. It was really nice seeing everyone again. It's been a while since we've gotten together for Raincode Madness. But yeah, I think that is it for me today. Thank you so much again for everyone who came to the stream. And thank you so much for everyone who stayed throughout the entirety of the stream. But yeah, that is it for me today. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys. Hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Discord movie night that we will be having on our Discord server. Please join the Discord server if you haven't yet. It runs on Asian times, so most people are active during then. But we are trying to open the server on different time zones as well, like trying to make it more active on different time zones as well. But yeah. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Or today, technically, because it's already 12 a.m.